stream on 4 different, one video, 4 places. Because my feeling right now is, especially my show, I'm such a small thing that I can't be enough places, and I think kind of Lenny's, you guys are the same way. I mean, I don't think it hurts to be places until we figure out the firewall, what's going to be free and not be free. But, I find more people have found me and Chris on YouTube than they were finding us, just standard ways. What are you doing? Are you playing and hitting buttons you shouldn't hit?
Dude, okay. Because I keep hearing you through my own speakers, dude.
Oh, so you have to mute. See that I always mute. You have to mute the YouTube. Hangouts is all when I'm doing mine, I only have the Hangouts on. I make sure I mute you. I make sure I mute the chat room.
Hold on a second. I have it coming through Google. There it is. I just found it. I just found the culprit. Okay, now I feel sane again. Okay, now I feel
sane.
I can see you on the YouTube video on the website. Until when I talk, I can see myself. I see you.
Okay, now here's another tip. I can't show you now. If you want to just keep your picture up, regardless who talks, then you click on your picture and it'll just stay there. And then you have to click on your picture again to put it back in the flip back and forth.
I'll put your picture on. Where are you? Are you at the mall?
No, that's my stadium. That's people walking in to go see the ball game.
Which ball game are you at?
That was generic. I just
found
it.
Those pictures are blurry, dude. You need to get.
No, that's because they're behind me. They're farther away.
Get something new.
I've been playing with all kinds of different things.
Let's see something else. Can you just have it on a rotating thing?
Yeah, I can do all kinds of things.
It just rotates every 20 minutes or something.
Right. I mean, there's old Yankee Stadium.
Oh, that's lovely. Okay.
Right. So I have Yankee Stadium. Oh, hold on. Okay. See, wait a minute. Let me adjust my head again. See, I want to
do this too. We have 2 big fat green screens, dude. We could be having green screen galore here.
My green screen galore.
Is it easy?
Now I'm back. Is it easy? It's like anything else. It is a pain in the ass to begin with, and now that I do it, I'm like, oh hell, that wasn't that hard.
Well, if I have you to teach me, since you're so patient and all.
And then see here, I did it to where I can be beside my I can be beside my.
What up,
I
Louis?
can have my.
Hey guys.
Dude.
Oh, Lou made it.
Do you see the video that I did on my own channel?
I did, and the baseball one.
Whatever it is, I'm talking about the fact that this is my Google Hangout, and I started it on our YouTube account.
Yeah, that's fucking sweet.
Remember, we tried to do it on New Year, and we sucked.
Oh, that's sweet. So I could do video shows now?
Yes, dude, it's so easy.
Oh, sweet.
What are you up to? Megan's at work?
Yeah. There's a bunch of Facebook messages waiting for you too. I didn't want you to be overwhelmed. So.
Oh please! I don't even go there anymore. That's why.
Well, I figured that sometimes you might need to just be told to go because you purposely avoid it.
Well, I got Mark's girlfriend on there, dude, crying to me because he just broke up with her, and she's fucking not ready to die.
Finally able to.
No, dude, she tried everything in the book. She even tried to tell him that she thought she was pregnant. They had sex because he got home on a Saturday and
kill herself.
No, he just called me up, dude, and I fucking reached out to her, and she doesn't say that shit to him anymore.
Yeah, good.
She's scared to death of me.
I had a girlfriend once when I was like 17 or 18 that threatened to kill herself.
Yeah.
It's horrible because he was like, I just don't know what to do because first of all, he kept trying to break up with her and she refused. She just refused.
Bitches are crazy, man.
All these entitled kids, these entitled boys, just imagine the bitches, dude, how entitled they are. They're just like, I want it my way or the highway all the time.
No, I refuse. You cannot.
She's just like, no, you can't just walk away like that. That's what she says. Anyway, so tell me, I just love that background. Okay. Look at it. It's so pretty. Look at Cha Cha and the Amazings in the chat room talking about how to spread the word.
Yeah, I know. We should probably talk to the Amazings because he said that's what he does. SEO, SEM stuff.
Can he teach Lenny how not to troll?
I mean, maybe
teach Lenny not to
maybe
troll.
That might not be the best use of his time. You might have to give that to the resident psychologist, which is me. Hi.
Which is me. Oh, you've been very good too, dude, earning all your money.
No. So
wait a minute. What I learned tonight though is when Lou's talking nice to me about something, it could be because Andrea already bitched to him about it, and she doesn't want to holler at me, so she tells Lou. Then Lou has to tell him.
No, not usually.
I didn't realize Lou was the middleman.
Sometimes, if I can't hold my temper back, sometimes I do.
Oh, I've been at the other end.
It would never happen.
You've never been at the other end.
I don't think it would happen to you, Easy, because you kind of
for some reason
what you're supposed to do and stuff.
No, Andrea told me today I don't. I'm only me and Lenny are the only two who don't post the right stuff.
He doesn't post, but I don't make him. That was a compliment to you, dude.
That's fair. Yeah.
I've never asked you to post.
Yeah, that's true.
I know, but always Lou has sent out general messages, and I just always included myself in that. But then, then when he sent me the one thing, he even said, "Now, Easy, you have to put in there what you guys are going to talk about." I'm like, "You guys have listened to my show. I don't have a shitting idea what I'm going to talk about before the show."
You were talking about earlier, dude. Each episode, you should have a. This is the thing. Every episode has a specific topics that you talk about, and if you want people to find your fucking show, then you'll take 5 minutes and write a decent description about what you're talking about.
Yeah, and for Easy.
I find yours on YouTube or fucking
Easy. Just do it afterwards. Because you don't know until afterwards.
Right. On my shows, I really don't know till afterwards.
Yeah. The moment you finish, just go to that link. It honestly takes 30 seconds.
Well, I get that for the round table, you guys. Yeah. Okay. You probably have more notes for the round table than any show.
I do.
I love your shows though. Just whatever. Some people could just do it because their show is good.
Oh, all right.
But we're trying to teach people the right way to do it, you know? And one of the most important things to get people to come listen to your show is to let people know about your show. Hello?
I agree, which is why I told you to learn how to do tags. If you're going to do YouTube, you got to have.
Tell me about tags.
Yes, you got to have about 10 tags in YouTube, so people will find you in YouTube when they type anything. You know, Legends. I don't care if it's sports networks, sportscasting, broadcasting,
baseball, whatever. Yeah,
it's different for tags on the website, though. I'm not putting tags on everything. I have a real problem with that. And that's because SEO does not need all those tags anymore. They want you to have good content.
Right, but YouTube, it's their internal search.
Fine, YouTube can kiss my ass for the most part. Okay, and their internal
I'm glad I showed you how to use it then.
Andrea.
It's like iTunes, dude. Nobody's going to find you on iTunes. If you go there and search fantasy baseball, nobody's finding your show, dude. They don't even find my show.
There's thousands.
They don't find Lenny's show, and Lenny's been on there forever. So that's my thing with iTunes. YouTube is the same way, dude.
Can I ask another question?
Yes.
And maybe you have a good answer, or maybe you don't know. Why is you and Lenny's show on Sirius the only one that doesn't advertise their website? Is that something
they get paid? They don't pay for their time. They actually get paid to be on.
We work for the station, but so we are allowed to advertise stuff as long as it's not radio. Yeah. We can't advertise competition, which is our podcast. So we have to have something else. That's why we are the new proud owners of the Legend Jury. Or judged by jury.
The Legend, yes, whatever the hell it's called. And of course, we'll be advertising the draft guide.
Lou, but we have to. Dude, make it look professional before we put it on the top of our Facebook pages.
100%.
Although Lenny did get our first customer, you know, this guy in Chicago called him.
I know. Well, I mean, the posts I made got a lot of traction. We just have to try and convert some of the people.
So let me tell you about this guy that Lenny that was actually me sending you the message from that guy on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
The fantasy judge.
Sometimes when I'm on Facebook talking to you or Lenny, I don't actually know which one of you I'm talking to.
It's usually him on there, dude. I usually tell you.
I honestly have no idea. It doesn't matter which account.
Yes, you should just assume that you're talking to both of us all the time, and you won't have to fucking ever get in trouble.
I do.
Okay. So anyway, Lenny has my Facebook. Okay. My Facebook page is on his second computer, and every time I get a message on Facebook, I hear it dinging downstairs, and I'm like, could you please shut my fucking messages, please? Because now he just, it's like, it's not, I mean, whatever he does, but he says he doesn't read them, and I'm like, you know what? Anybody would fucking read anybody's, dude. If it's sitting up there, every time that thing dings, you're like, I wonder what it is. So the other day when Rebecca tries to pull the pregnancy shit on Mark.
Oh, God.
I approached her in Facebook Messenger, and all of a sudden I'm sitting there with Lenny, and it's a ding, and it's Rebecca, dude, saying,
I'm
"Did you know
pregnant.
what happened in September?" She was acting
pregnant.
like she had a miscarriage in September. Oh,
Oh,
God, it was
God.
so bad for Lenny to
He
see that
must have
shit.
lost his fucking shit.
He just looked at me like,
You,
"What
you
the
think
fuck?"
he lost his shit about Stromae?
Dude, I don't know about how's Stromy. Is Stromy okay? I like him.
Yeah. He's fine. He just wishes that he could
Okay.
do a solo baseball show.
Now I've been pretty hard on him in the chat room just because that's me, you know.
Yeah.
Lenny fired him.
I have said sick router about 47 times in the last 3 days, but
So easy. We're gonna
he's
be.
actually killed the joke because he said it so much.
you
Which
know,
joke?
you know. Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to YouTube right now, Andrea. How do I find what is Lenny's YouTube channel? Or
Lenny's.
where? Well, I don't know. Where are you broadcasting this on?
Andrea Sox fan
What?
at YouTube. What do you want me to do? Where can it's on the chat room? Chat room. Go to the chat room. It's sitting there.
No. I want to be able to go to just YouTube and find it. I'm just kind of curious, you know, in YouTube if there's a way to.
I named it Yo, dude, and it's Andrea Sox fan Yo.
Andrea Sox fan. Let me just see what comes up.
Yo.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
name of it.
If I type that in, that brings it up, and it
Okay.
does show right now that
It shows you because I have you on permanent.
Yeah, it's true.
Because I like your background.
Yep.
because I like
Because you taught me how to.
I see his face. I started watching him with the people walking in the stadium behind him. It reminded me of our Super Bowl special. We spent about 20 minutes making jokes. Oh, there go the fans. There go the Patriots fans walking.
Yeah.
They were blurry as shit too.
Well, it's supposed to be.
Can we get some that aren't walking around? Can we just get like
now? And you're sure you're on Andrea things? Because right now, let me go back to the chat room. Because right now, when I go to Andrea Sox fan, which I just subscribed, I don't see any live video right now there.
It says live. I see you on our website.
No.
In chat.
Okay.
So let me check YouTube.
I'm not disagreeing, but I'm logged into YouTube.
Hey, let me check it out.
And Real Time with Bill Maher's coming up.
Great.
Let's see what we got here.
But when I go to Andrea Sox fan on YouTube, it doesn't say you're on right now.
My channel. Let's see.
That's one to make sure that you're on or not on.
There, right there. Check it out. You can't see my screen, but
no, I can't.
I'll give you the link.
Now, actually, in Hangouts, there's a share screen in Hangouts too, Andrea.
You can see video on Hangouts too.
Yeah, there's a way. I don't do it much, but you can actually do a screen share when you go into the. There's a little green arrow thing on the left that allows you to share a screen.
There's the link in chat on the
Easy.
Hangout.
This is called Disney. This is called Fire.
No Purple Haze? Are you mixing those?
Fire and Disney. The Weeds.
I like Kingpin.
So, wait a minute. Okay, I haven't done weed since I was like 16, and I know it's changed a lot, but is weed now like Jelly Bellies where you can get different flavors and mix them up?
I mean, you won't taste the different flavors like Jelly Bellies, but yeah, like sometimes I take
Jelly Bellies are so good.
Sometimes incredible. Sometimes I take some Disney, sometimes I take some Fire, and I grind them up together. Yeah, sure, why not?
Who knows the difference anyway, you people? I swear to God, nobody knows any fucking difference from all
the
these
actual
weeds.
flavor. Yeah, I can't tell the flavor. I can tell sativa will give me like energy, and
hold on a minute.
Indica will kind of make me sleepy.
Do you really believe that?
Well, I only believe it because it happens.
Wait a minute. So let me ask you a question. I guarantee that you could tell the difference in the flavor because the strains, like we had the citrus one, it tasted like grapefruit. One of these ones that we had, it looked like
some of them, yeah.
But you can't tell no difference between sativa and indica, dude. If you had to bet your life on it, dude, you would die.
Smoking it, I can't, but 10 minutes later, I could. Once I'm stoned,
like
right now, I'm smoking sativa.
I'm sorry, but the weed now is so good that you just get stoned off of one hit, and it doesn't matter what you're doing. You're sitting on the couch, eating.
Wait a minute. Why didn't you get up? What morning did you oversleep? Was that this morning or yesterday, Andrea?
Oversleep.
What day were you
Lou canceled? Yes. Oh bullshit! I overslept. I'm so pissed off at these fuckers. I swear to God, Lou tells me he's not doing the show tomorrow at 10. I say okay, no problem. I don't prepare. I'm doing the draft guide all night. Whatever. I go to sleep at like 5 a.m, and then Lenny comes in and says, "You know, you're doing a show now." I'm like, you better fucking get out of here before I kill you. And then so Lenny comes down and does a show with Lou. Did he tell you how annoyed I was at that? Did you hear me breaking shit?
Yeah,
or you heard?
I heard no. I heard. So that's what you were doing in the background.
He told me you were annoyed. He also told me that if you're not going to come on, he'll join me, assuming he's still alive after trying to interrupt. I said, good fucking luck, dude. Good fucking luck.
Why does he do it if he's so scared? Why does he? I mean, that's the whole point of it. If you're supposed to,
one time I told him to use a squirt gun so he could stay far away.
Oh, he would die. I would get a fucking machine gun. Squirt gun, dude.
I said, Lenny, buy the squirt gun and just shoot from far away. So
I would buy the best machine gun, shoot gun, dude, water gun. Yeah. And I will get it. So don't teach him stuff like that.
No, he was way too scared shitless. He had no interest. Before I forget though, so what I was trying to get you to be aware of on Facebook, so you don't have to go and like really look. I'm gonna play their show for them tomorrow. That he sent you the MP3 to compress it. And he submitted a post.
Sweet, dude.
He submitted a post. So the MP3 is in Andrea Salk's email. It'll be there with a note. I'll play it for them tomorrow. He just will need you to compress and put it on demand.
Gotcha, dude. I'll do that. No problem.
Yeah.
So
that's really all it is.
What kind of logo should I make for these guys? What is this show called?
It's called Dynasty Football 101. So any sort of football type thing, kind of like my logo, I guess, just with their, obviously a little different. Anything football related.
Can I share my screen with you?
Yeah, sure.
How do I do it?
Hold on, Andrea. I do want to tell you, you are not broadcasting on Andrea Sox fan. You are broadcasting under Andrea L. Well, then see, you told me wrong.
I totally did tell you wrong.
That's why I couldn't find it live. Okay.
Sorry about that.
No, you're not sorry.
I like that he was still I like that he was still trying to find it all this time.
He's I think
I'm
he just
committed. I hate Lou.
Okay, so show me how to share my screen now, so I could.
Share your screen on this. Oh, I've
no on Hangouts. On Hangouts, when you hit the go over to the far left of the screen, it'll pop out where you see that little little app things. There's a little green thing that says screen share.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, that screen share. Gotcha.
Right. I've never used it, but I'm
it up.
I mean, I was going to say it must work because if it works on Skype, it works on this.
This is what I found to be very useful for making logos.
I'm just going to click on your screen, so even when you're not talking, I can see it.
Check this out.
I can do the same thing
here, and we type in something like this: football.
I just like to look at myself, though.
Okay, well, let me pull this over a little for you. There you go. Check it out. Easy.
They because they didn't have a category yet, I just told them to categorize it as podcast for now.
Who are we talking about? Whose show is it?
Yes, that's good. Fantasy football.
My boy McLeese.
Okay, and what's the show about?
Dynasty Football 101.
Okay, let's do a textbook, right? Like a textbook.
Yeah. They're really good. Easy. I mean,
so one of the best things
fantasy and all the shit, but it's they do have a lot of dynasty stuff involved with it. Dave, his co-host, has been doing radio for like 20 years. Good friend with Jim Day, and Ron's been doing shows with me for like 5 years.
On the Armed Forces Network, or just on other stuff?
At first, he was doing it with me at another place years ago. Then he was doing sports crew shit, and yeah, he's my co-host on Byline and Sirius and Armed Forces and whatever.
So. You can the best thing about this website is that it's all free. All of it's clip art
on top of another one.
You can just do whatever to make logos, but I want to show you all that you get, like all the choices. So if I type in I was trying to make Lenny a new one today for Lenny's Daily Podcast, and I was typing in microphone, and I wanted to put a baseball on a microphone. But I wanted to. The best thing about these is that they go up to any size, and they're like. All of these choices are it's so amazing. You can do any one of them, and they're all on a transparent background, so you can move them all around. You can change them colors. But look how many microphones there are. There's endless.
That's like an infinite amount. Excuse me.
Yes, there's an infinite amount. I was looking for.
Okay, you went too far. You went past something.
Sorry.
Well, I guess what I think of So are you redoing Lenny's logo? I'm trying to even think what technically Lenny's logo is. I think of the one that just is Lenny Melnick. That's on iTunes.
Here's
That's
what I
kind of
got in my
logo.
head.
Here's what I have
baseball.
in my head is stop. You were I was thinking, why not make it look like a mic, but the center, instead of being a mic, make it an actual baseball.
Yes, I've been thinking about that. I was trying to find one where the baseball was
Make-
upright. I even found a baseball.
And make the stitches go, through the ball, one curled up, one curled down, so that the seams look like they're the part of the microphone.
Oh, like this, like that part, like
Well,
that. It would look like that.
Similar, except
Stitches.
you would have a round thing. The stitches would
That one kind of looks like a hair comb, though.
I know it really does.
That one is kind of ugly.
This
There
one
was
looks like
one
a
that
pill.
was more round, and I thought, man, that would be cool if you could then make it similar to like a
Any of these.
baseball.
That looks like a football.
Football.
So-
You saw the same one I did.
Look it, I can replace it. I could replace the microphone with the round part of the microphone with the baseball, or I could put the baseball behind the microphone.
Right.
So like this would be a baseball with a microphone on the top. I've tried both of these theories out because
Easy. Why don't you give us a rough sketch?
like that. No, he doesn't have to because I have it in my head. I know what he's talking about. He's like this.
No, I know.
Lenny has it in his head.
Well, look at this one. I kind of like too.
What
This could
time
be a
did-
baseball.
What time did Lenny go to bed tonight?
He actually went to bed late tonight, you guys.
Oh.
So
Well,
anyway, the
Louis is
fantasy
like
football
10:30 for
101
him,
could
right?
be what?
It's okay. So it's Dynasty Football 101.
Okay,
We don't
Dynasty.
need the
What
word
the hell?
fantasy. Dynasty, yeah. Well, there's kind of a difference.
This thing will go as big as
you.
you need it, and it will stay fucking awesome, dude. Everything. That's what the
They'll
best
be
part
happy
about
because
this.
they've never had a
Lou?
logo. So.
Lou,
Look how big it is.
Lou, have you ever done anything with Andrea when there's a computer on? I tried to show her to YouTube. She would
Yeah.
not stop clicking buttons.
Every
On-
day
she
you-
just-
every
oh my God, she
single
just keeps
day,
going
brother.
around clicking. I was like, Andrea, go back to where well, I just want to see what this did.
Andrea and I actually pretty much did an entire draft guide article on Skype yesterday.
I know. This year I have to buy it and read it. Andrea's forcing me.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I kind of
Might get some
suggest
use.
reading it. It's pretty good stuff in there.
I think you could get some use out of it, bitches.
Yeah.
We're making one for Dynasty Football 101 right now. Let's
Yes.
think of it.
Well,
Dynasty
it needs to
Football
be
101.
football.
Okay, let's put the football in the middle, and that will be the O for 101. Dynasty
Okay.
Football
I
101.
like
So
that. I like it.
let's try to
I
find
like
a
it.
round one.
They'll be very happy regardless, because before their logo was just a generic Sports Crew logo, which we have for every show. So they'll be thrilled to have their own.
Okay, let's
logo,
find one that
for
would
sure.
look like a zero if we turned it upright. The one that's the most round.
There, right down there, bottom
Oh,
left.
look at
now.
this one. This one's an actual
Perfect.
circle.
Perfect.
There's two.
Yeah,
I kind of like the white one more, to be honest.
I do too.
And
I
maybe
like
you can have the letters as dark.
Okay, let's get rid of these bitches.
Yeah. They don't need.
Okay.
I understand the
Lou's
book
all
because of the
excited.
101, but the book's not necessary.
Do we want to turn it a little like this?
Yes.
And we make it like longer like this?
What do you
Oh,
think?
I don't want
Evie?
it to go. I want it here. Hold on. I'm going to push shift.
That
Lou,
looks more
I've-
like
I've only done this
Oh.
with Andrea now for an hour. What I think it won't matter
I did it. Look, I did it. Okay, I want to turn this like this.
because she
I wanna-
does stuff so fast. Even if I say stop, I like that. It would have been
Yeah.
three clicks ago.
I don't like it like that. It's not right. Okay.
See, she doesn't care. Lou, but I've talked in the chat room and with Chog, and that is the thing. We have to get everyone on board with their whatever social media they're using and tweeting and retweeting or Facebooking and refacebooking and all that. And unfortunately, it's back to like Big John. Big John didn't even have a Twitter account till like 2 days ago.
I
Yeah.
know because I kept harassing him about it. Can you believe that shit?
But everyone should be doing it.
I
mean,
know.
And you know what? It's okay. Everyone should be doing.
It's a
everyone
lot
should
of
be
work,
retweeting
Easy.
Everything.
These people-
when it pops up on my phone, I hit retweet.
everything easy. But the biggest problem is that people don't even retweet their own show.
they
I
don't
know.
care. People just don't give a shit. Really, they just want to go on there and have fun, and that's it. And that's
Like I'm
fine.
telling,
But
like I can tell you
we-
tomorrow, Ron and Dave are gonna tweet before they come on with a link to the chat room. They're gonna
I want-
retweet the shit after. Like,
Right, I have mine set up to retweet my shows every time a half hour before I'm going on
Yeah.
there. I mean,
like they'll probably bring people to chat.
right.
It's-
And to me, that's the
we used to
point.
get a bunch of callers and shit.
Well, unfortunately, you can't. I mean, and I always make fun when DirecTV advertises direct to me TV to me while I'm watching DirecTV. I think what a waste of my time, And unfortunately, some of the advertising we keep doing is we're just reselling ourselves to ourselves. We have to figure out how to get the people who aren't listening to us to come and try and listen and all that. And and again, obviously, social media is the most common way to do that now. So if people aren't tweeting and retweeting people's shows, they're not helping.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. So we need to make sure everybody follows us, right?
Oh, definitely. And unfortunately, Andrea, that's just me. I'm not a Facebook person. But
Twitter is important.
Lenny never mentions Twitter.
But he doesn't really do the Twitter thing. But Lou and I are very good at Twitter, I thought.
Okay, he doesn't have to do it. He just needs to mention it.
Listen to me. I don't want him to do it because he's such a troll, dude. He will troll people.
No, but he just on his show, he needs to say, hey, people, follow the Legend Sports Network on Twitter, and tweet out and retweet my show.
Yeah.
Do you think you get people following you on Twitter because of that or what?
We tweet. I mean, Andrea and I do tweet out every fucking thing.
I get a lot of people looking at my Twitter stuff too.
Right. Yeah. But the problem is
we tweet out everything, but no one else is. You and Cha-Cha do it.
Cha-Cha does. So does
Dan
Aloha.
likes shit, but never retweets it.
Oh, well, we need to teach people how to do it, though. We can't just expect people to know.
And they also need to go on and follow a lot of people in the industry.
I know we usually tweet stuff, but teach people stuff, but teaching someone how to retweet is like a joke. It's literally one button.
Well,
but maybe people aren't thinking about doing it because they don't tweet a lot. Like if I don't tweet a lot, it doesn't mean that it's because I'm
Lou, it's not teaching them how to do it. It's teaching them that it's important to do.
That's right.
Well, we've been trying to no avail at this point.
You have no idea what it's like easy. You have no idea.
He might at his actual job. But.
Let me tell you something, Lou. I had to go buy a new phone today. Cordless phone system. Cordless phones in this house it's Lenny's favorite thing to throw when he's mad. Dude, okay.
Lenny's favorite.
So we're down to one phone. We were down to one receiver, and we had a conference call today with Matt and our producers and shit.
With Deutsch?
Yeah. We only had one phone, so I went to Walmart and I got us a new phone. But when Bob Lung was trying to come on, I figured out now that I try to keep people from me, far away from me, until they get just two things. I need them to have Mixlr downloaded and Skype downloaded. I need those two things to be there, and I will get on Skype with them, and we will get this shit hammered out. No, every time they tell Lenny that they've got Skype, and he's done with his part, which is recruiting them, getting them pumped up, and then he sends them to me. But so I tell him, I figured something out. I said, you have to tell him to go into Skype and send me a chat. It's Andrea Sox fan. The person has to find me in Skype and send me a chat message. Then I know that they have Skype. Definitely, dude, because I'm not going to sit there with them while they download Skype and shit and Mixlr and all of this. And I
wish I was more of a pain in the ass.
So Lenny decides that he's going to give me Bob Lung anyway.
How about Andrea and I must have spent an hour with Jordan Allen trying to get him set up to have his friend on, and then the next day he leaves.
That's because Lenny was bitching at him about his friend not knowing who Goldschmidt was. And we do all make mistakes, dude. I'm telling you, I make mistakes just as much as anybody.
Jordan Allen's not doing a show anymore?
No, he quit.
Can't do baseball.
And it wasn't my fault this time, dude. It wasn't
Can't do baseball, so he left.
Easy, it wasn't me this time, dude.
I mean, I don't do baseball like everyone else, but I do baseball. You know what I'm saying? I mean, well, no, I don't. I know what I bring to the table, and I'm willing to accept if people don't want to listen because I'm not talking baseball. I mean, Chris isn't a baseball guy, but we went through all last year. Now, I wasn't on you guys through most of the summer, but
listen, Lou, we'll have Stromy here by the time football starts again. Okay, I don't think it was right because I don't think it's right to try to make people talk about what they're not good at.
Yeah, I know. Right. Lenny, at least with Stromy, has told me like 3 times already because he's my friend, because he worked with me. He's just kind of going to stay out of it. And just if Stromy wants to come back, Stromy will tell me, and you and I will talk about it.
I'll tell him.
Yeah.
Lenny won't care by then, dude. But so I just saying football's over anyways. He didn't really want to do that, so I don't feel like Stromey quit on us. I feel like we
No,
just
he
parted
didn't-
ways for the
He
season.
didn't quit. He just honestly, he told me he just doesn't love doing solo shows as much. His favorite part of doing shows is the banter back and forth, and he's been doing a solo show. More importantly, he couldn't handle a solo show for baseball. And
He
I
did
told him
good though for
straight up,
football.
I said, dude, straight up, I respect that you're just telling me you simply can't do it.
So easy. We just went from like just normal people doing a couple podcasts. Now we got like all these podcasts. It just all happened at once, really. So it's like trying to get everybody trained at once, and they're all on different levels of ability.
Mhm.
And what I mean by ability is like in every sense of the word.
Not actual podcast ability.
Just
ability
that
to get
too.
on to understand the technology.
Sure. And now that is the one advantage of Mixler. It is fairly easy if you have a cell phone. Even I mean, on a
You
cell
think
phone
it's easy.
laptop, you can
It
hit.
should be easy.
You can
No,
hit stream,
you know
and
what?
you're good.
Andrea, it actually is very easy if it's just you. When you bring in a second person or a third person and you have to start connecting Skype and shit, that's where it gets, I think, complicated for a
Lou
lot
and
of
I are pretty much masters at any problem that can go wrong and how to fix it now.
Yeah,
But it
at
was
this
a lot
point.
of trial and error for that, dude. A lot of
Yeah.
heartache.
And we're fortunate that you have PC and I have
We're
or
fortunate for that?
you have Windows and I have Mac. Yeah, because
I always send it
now
to
we have
Lou.
both covered.
If
right?
it's a
Like-
Mac, I make sure I say, "Oh, yay! I get to send them to Lou because it's a Mac."
And see,
Yeah,
and
like
and
George. My
I'm the
boy
one guy who
George.
does it different. I don't even do it the same as everyone else,
Yeah.
because I mastered my way first.
Easy. I couldn't see, and if someone wanted to do it, we might have to send them to you because I couldn't teach them how to connect them.
Right.
have no
I mean,
fucking clue.
I have a
Well, honestly, I'm
mixer.
not
I have
willing to learn at this.
right.
point.
I have streaming boxes. I don't use one machine to do anything.
Yeah.
So
How do I?
Well, most people. That's fortunately most people don't have the machines to do it the way you do, so we won't have to teach it.
I don't right because the other day, the night Andrea was supposed to come on and learn how to use YouTube, and she, left me hanging.
She was
But-
probably smoking weed.
But Doug and Big John were there, and then, the same thing. As soon as I showed them my equipment, they're like, "Well, we can't do that. I'm on a cell phone." I'm like, "Well, if you're on a cell phone, I can't help you do it."
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just. What are you looking for? Did you find the numbers 101? Do we have 101 yet?
No, I did not find that. I'm onto something else because I
No.
couldn't find it.
Not even-
Do you have
Oh, she's-
OCD?
This is Dynasty.
She's trying to find a school thing for the 101.
Dynasty 101.
I get what she's doing.
Dynasty football. So this could be a chalkboard or something like that.
But again, it's back to what we said though. Me and Chris are still going to do. Again, that's why we call it a sportscast. We do a little bit of everything, but
We talk
obviously Chris
whatever.
is a football guy. But I'll talk gymnast. We'll talk all kinds of stuff. But we try to throw at least 15, 20 minutes of our hour is just general fantasy talk. Just like we were doing the 10 Commandments of fantasy. When we talked about that, we were trying to come up with a list that would affect. It didn't matter what sport you were playing. These were the things we thought were important. So, like I said. You guys know me by now. I'm not going to change what I do. I'm going to do what I do, and you guys will either fire me or whatever, and I'll be done.
Fuck
But
you, dude. Just
no,
whatever.
what I'm saying is, but I
No,
kind of
not-
agree
not
with what
gonna
he's saying about what I agree what he says about Stromey. I have for my show to be good, I have to be comfortable with what I'm talking about. So I don't blame somebody.
And again, see, that's the thing is that I think if Strome could do a show with somebody about baseball, he'd probably be okay.
Right.
Look at these Twitter ones, dude, that I could make.
Well,
Look at
because
these.
it's also, and again, I say that all the time.
Basketball.
I know Lenny and
Oh.
sometimes Andrea get upset about even the word football gets mentioned, but
Oh no,
at the
we
same,
don't.
but at the same time,
I think they get. I think
as
it's
long
more
as
so about what's
listeners, as
serious.
long as listeners are entertained and tune in, it really shouldn't matter what we're talking about. And a little bit of football during the baseball season won't
fuck,
hurt
we have
anybody.
a hockey show right now.
Right.
People care about football more than they care about hockey.
I've listened to your hockey show like 3 weeks. Were you on? Are you back to doing every week now, or is it still
Yeah.
every other week?
Since the new year, we've been doing every week. 1 week JJ wasn't here, so Zelmo filled in.
Right.
Well,
So I have now
every
been
week.
watch. I've been listening, and I'm not saying no more about hockey. Now, last night on one of my screens, I did have the Blue Jackets on.
There you go.
And the Coyotes. What a pretty scary logo they have.
I have to fucking pay $90 to see the Coyotes in a week. $90.
Why?
How do they charge $90?
Hockey tickets are expensive. Hockey tickets are expensive.
It's the Arizona Coyotes. It's not the New York Rangers at Madison Square Garden. I mean, like, what the fuck? I mean, I'm still gonna pay it because my team is there. Like the Leafs are there, so that's cool. Like I probably would have paid $200. I haven't seen them in 4 years. At least, actually, that's not true. I saw them here in LA. But point is that you would think that a small hockey market like Arizona would not be like you could probably get into the stadium for $40. You know, 25 to $30, but apparently that's not the case.
I know. And Andrea burnt me in the chat room this morning.
How?
Ignoring me. See,
Why?
I know what because I don't. Maybe you didn't even see it. Or
I'm trying to follow what you're doing right now, Andrea, and I'm so confused.
Yeah, I know. So am I.
I hear all the time, and I even wrote it down to maybe I bring it up in the roundtable, but I can write a million things down, and the roundtable always goes a different direction. But I hear this all the time that the seats are empty, so just sell them real cheap. And I know enough. I deal with arena people in some parts of what I do, and they'll tell you it doesn't work that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a butt has a value, and when you put someone there, it's an expense to them. Believe it or not.
Meaning no, I agree with you.
You cannot put 1,000 free people out there. That costs money.
Of course.
You know. Well, I know, and you say of course, but a lot of people. I think this morning in the chat room and whatever it was said like 5 times.
Let me.
There's no one in those seats. Put people in the seats. Sell the tickets cheaper. They can't do it. I mean, it's not feasible. They would lose money if they. I mean, they know what they need to charge for a ticket in most cases. I'm just saying it's harder.
So they know how much it's going to cost to run the stadium, and it does cost energy and all that. But if you're going to turn the lights on for one person, you're going to have the stadium lights on. And if you are going to want to make some money, then but it costs them money for all the vendors, all the insurance,
but
the
that's
licensing.
also the point. You go to a game, you go to an arena that sits 30,000 and there's 5,000 there. They don't have every hot dog vendor there. They don't have every beer guy there. They know approximately how people's going to be there. They have numbers. They know what games are going to sell what. So you can't just add 5,000 people to a game one day.
I don't think anybody's talking about adding 5,000 people, but you should give the military some fucking tickets to take their family to a baseball game if you have empty seats.
Or schools or shit.
And you should give them and do that because that is the way to get new fans, to have families actually be able to take their kids to a game. That's my rant for that.
If you're a kid and like you kind of like sports and shit, and your school goes to a game, they might make a fan for life. By giving a school like a different school in the area once a month or twice a month free tickets to bring all their.
In Cincinnati, the Reds have, I don't know the number. It's somewhere around 10 to 15 what they call not whole games.
Is that an apple?
It goes.
Yes, I want that apple gone.
It goes all the way back to Crosley Field where they had knot holes in the fence and kids would stand at the knot hole and watch the game. Well, ever since that history, they have knot hole games where kids under a certain age, get in cheaper on knot hole day, and they still don't sell that many tickets. Meaning, I think kids get in for like $5 or $10, and they still kids don't go. I mean, getting kids in for free doesn't mean kids are going to go.
No. It doesn't.
Are you kidding me? What kid doesn't want to go to a baseball game? You're out of your mind, dude. Every kid
doesn't
wants
mean
to
they're
go.
all going to go, but
Andrew, you'd be amazed how many of them don't want to go.
I'll be making my kid go. If he doesn't like it, he can sit in the car. Okay, he's going.
Okay, and that's different. I'm just saying.
It's not really going to have a choice. Yeah,
Andrea,
look at this trophy.
People,
cool.
That is a cool trophy.
Our kids are older, so we've already been through it. A person having a kid right now, that kid's going to be 5 in 5 years.
Okay.
A parent with a 5-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And it's their only child. if that kid says I don't want to go, they don't go. I mean, new parents are different. I mean, they're just like, okay.
There's certain things though my kids aren't going to have a choice on.
When you say Lou, and
if they don't like it, they can go somewhere else.
The first thing I ignore is anyone who doesn't have kids telling me what they're going to do when they have kids. Because you don't know. I said that shit before I had kids, and you end up doing shit. My point is,
well, look,
no one knows until they have kids.
I don't think kids hate. What do you really think that you know a kid that actually hated going to a baseball game? Like, I can't imagine any kid, even Mark, who doesn't like baseball, probably because Lenny and I are too much baseball. But either way, he still loved going to baseball games and getting balls and fucking having a hot dog and shit.
I mean, to me, Easy, it all stems from environment. I grew up in a house that had baseball memorabilia. My dad was always watching baseball.
But even your age, environment was different. I'm sorry. Yes. Just 20 years ago, environment was different. And that's why I'm saying a kid who's born today, 5 years from now, didn't even come close to living in your environment.
That's true. But do you really think that baseball's in trouble? Like, that doesn't have any new fans? Do you really believe that?
Well, no, okay.
And then baseball made more money than they ever made before.
I have this written down for a topic for the roundtable. So I don't want to
get it on. It's time for the roundtable.
my problem is what you just said, Henry. Everybody's idea of what's. Do I think viewership in all sports are going to go down? Yes. Do I think it's going to kill the sport though? No. Will the sport change and be different? See, that's my problem. Sometimes I think they're going to make it worse by changing to get more fans versus just keep the fans you have and just do what you want. And sometimes what will happen, they'll change it so much they'll lose both types of fans. But, you know, I grew up in a boxing family, and I use that one time, another scenario. You know, my dad would have said boxing will be around to the end of time. Two men in a ring, face to face, swinging fists. And it's already dead. You know, I mean, boxing was the biggest sport in the world in the 50s.
Lenny loved it.
And into the 60s.
He couldn't go to Madison Square Garden, though. They wouldn't let him in to see boxing matches.
I'm just saying, boxing was the biggest sport in the world. If you were a heavyweight champion from any country, you were famous all around the world. In most cases, up even through the 70s. So, and that is a sport that anyone will tell you right now is dead. You know, they can't even get pay-per-views other than a few guys that are 40 years old now that, you know, have a name, you know, or people just want to see, you know, is Mayweather actually lose a fight? I mean, so the key is there's always going to be baseball, but it's going to change. It's going to be pay-per-view. There are things that we're not going to like, but I mean, I like I said, and I've said, I think I put it in chat room twice and no one said a word. What? The Madden football game sells more copies the first day it comes out than all the different baseball games for these machines do the whole season. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning, even in digital form, kids pick football over baseball. So, you know, I mean, and unfortunately, I don't know that you're going to change that. I mean, but it is a fact. You know, the baseball games, you know, for the Nintendos and the PlayStations, you know, they sell and they're popular, but not even close to what Madden is. You know, Madden is. I mean, it truly just sells. You know, it's just remarkable. Meaning, even in the digital form, so it has nothing to do with going out or getting hot dogs or doing whatever. You know, football is more adaptive to our fast society now than baseball, unfortunately.
Do you like this one?
It's true. I do like the idea of the football with the books because it is Dynasty 101. And in fact, I know this first show is kind of like all breaking down. Like it's like intro to Dynasty League.
Okay, let me.
So. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, it's not like we couldn't change it in 2 weeks if they, you know. I think I went through like 4 logos, and I didn't have an issue with one, but you kept making them for me.
I like them. I have fun making it. Okay, so maybe we don't need a background. Maybe this should be white. I need circle
I feel
around
the color kind of added some flavor, though.
What color do you like, though? I always put everything blue, and I think people maybe are sick of blue a bit.
Well, I mean. I would say make it blue.
Yeah, the
Right.
website is blue.
Afterwards, after the show, when they see it, be like, "Hey, this is just the generic logo for now. Do you guys like it? Is there something you want? Is there a certain color you want?"
No, that's
And-
not how I present it at all, dude. That's not how I present it. I just tell them, "Here's your logo. I hope you like it."
I just
And I
realized
can tell right away if they like it.
Yeah,
just clicked on it. you still have the video just stuck on me. You don't get to see Lou in his tank top now.
I do want to see him too. Check it
Yeah.
out. What up, Lou?
Now
I don't.
you know.
What if I just want to have it go to whoever's
Then
talking?
you click on your name again. See the white bar around where it says you. Now
You.
it'll go to whoever's
Yeah.
talking.
Okay, good. That's
I'm
good.
only clicked on you so I can see your screen. Usually, I have it clicked on no one, so I see whoever's talking.
But we
Right.
can see you.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
know.
about to-
I know.
Um,
I do look good. I will admit that.
is that Dynasty
do.
Football 101? Does that seem like it will work? I could make that into an O for 101. I can make that the center
Yes.
of it.
Yes, it works. It works for me.
I'll be
Here's
honest,
what we're gonna do. Check it
Right
out.
now, I like that. Are you gonna put the name underneath? I don't think I want numbers mixed in with the ball. I just think if you put 101 or Dynasty 101 or whatever
Or
you're
do
gonna
it.
put.
Yeah.
Well-
Can you do like a circular? I'm
gonna fix it, yeah. Watch me.
Writing kind of like
Oh.
around it.
She likes an audience.
Watch. I'm gonna take
She's
it.
a performer.
I'm gonna take it into Photoshop. So here's what I do. Snipping tool.
I'm already lost, but
I'm already.
I just snip it like this, and I take it like that, and then
That's-
I save it
That's not Lou's skill.
or copy it. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go to Photoshop, and I'm gonna make some. I really like this. Like Phil Chapp's logo has it around the circle, like how the
Yeah.
text
I know
goes
you're
around the
right,
circle.
yeah. Well,
That's
that's
what I like.
what when I saw the circle, it kind of makes sense to have it like around like the top half of it, having the Hey, it's Jordan Allen.
Yep. He asked me to make him a fucking page, and I did it. I went out of
And
my
then he
way.
quit. Pissed
I
him
don't,
off.
even, I don't even have a fucking page. He wanted a page.
Hey,
I gave him one, dude. What kind of page do you want? Whatever, I'll get you one
I
too.
don't know. I don't really give a shit.
I needed
Okay,
a
so
page, Lou. I
you
wanted a
need to-
page.
Do this. Select subject. Oh, we don't have a subject. We're gonna
Now,
get
see-
rid
And
of it.
if I had a page, it would just probably be my name because I do shows for
Right.
all the sports. It wouldn't make
See,
sense to have.
I wanted a page so that I could have my website pointing here and not people go to my website anymore, that I wasn't doing anything anyway. If someone
makes
goes to a fantasyfan.com, it's now going to point to my page here. So-
That's fucking smart.
Right. So now if you go to
Is
a,
that too thick?
if
Well, what is it supposed to be? Just
Yeah,
like
A
so-
zero. I'm just gonna cut
outline?
it out like that. So
Oh, that's I get it. So that's
that.
you're gonna make it 101. That's gonna be the O for sure.
we're gonna make it 650.
Lou's trying to, we're playing, this would be the trivia game. Did you not get enough people for your trivia game?
No, we do. We actually, I wanted 16. Right now, 20 people have signed up. So I'm gonna have to. Once I'm back from my trip, I want to start the first week of March. So once we're
Oh,
back
okay.
from my
All
trip,
right. I just
I'm
didn't hear
gonna have
anything more
to,
about it. So I didn't know if you just didn't have players or.
no,
Okay,
we,
we're gonna do-
we have 20 or 21 registered to want to play. I wanted to have 16 so I could have a proper
See,
bracket.
I know my trivia skills. I would have been one of the,
Can't
I'd
hear
have been one of the,
there you are. I hear you again.
I'd have been one of the date and play in game kind of teams.
Yeah.
I would.
You know what? Like I already have the entire first show written up for like the questions.
Right.
Category for round 1 is it's all about the strikeouts. Category for round 2 is World Series. And the final Jeopardy is the 2015 season.
I know nothing about any of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not I don't, I mean,
Here.
never,
I'll
I don't
give you
memorize,
guys
I don't memorize anything. If
I'll give you guys
Zero loss.
I'll give you guys some fun question here. Okay. Multiple choice.
Okay.
Which pitcher has the single season record for strikeouts in one postseason? Is it Randy Johnson, Kurt Schilling, Andy Pettit, or Greg Maddux?
Schilling.
Andrea
He's the
gets
best
it right.
postseason.
Yes, Andrea gets it right. Okay, another multiple choice.
I don't know anything in I just never memorized
Andrea,
anything.
this one's perfect for you.
I only know
Who's
this
the
'cause it's Schilling.
all-time strikeouts leader for a pitcher in Boston Red Sox history.
Manny.
Strikeouts for a pitcher. A. Roger Clemens. B. Pedro Martinez. C.
Yes,
Tim
Pedro.
Wakefield, or D. John Lester.
I would guess
Oh.
Clemens.
I want to say Pedro.
It's Clemens.
Yeah, I would have guessed
Oh,
Clemens.
punk.
But
Whatever.
I'm telling you, it would have been a guess. I mean,
That's
I'm only guessing
bittersweet.
based on the Cy Young
People
Award.
forget, people
Fucking
forget
Clemens.
that Pedro started with the Expos and spent enough time with the Mets.
And I
So
guess
I'm.
just so
and
you guys
Dodgers.
know, you guys do know we're still live. I mean, I guess we have
Yeah, I
said a
don't
few
care.
things. Well, you can. Okay, I know you don't.
If people want
I-
to get to know us, they
I don't-
can.
I'm just
I don't think she's
reminding you that we are live on the air.
So
Yeah,
it is good though. I have thought about the fact that we put it on fucking adult only, so I could curse my fucking ass off if I want.
Okay, which pitcher leads all active pitchers in career strikeouts?
An active
A
pitcher,
current pitcher now?
Yes, he's active.
It's got to be Sale. Verlander.
Cologne.
CC.
No, he doesn't strike
Oh,
out.
Sebastian.
CC.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would have.
That's a
I
good
thought
one.
it was Verlander too. I thought it was Verlander.
That would have been my
as well.
second. I was getting there. I was thinking who been in the league the longest.
You'll never beat me
See-
easy because I just
CC
start guessing and I never stop.
Is
till I get
CC
it.
on a roster right now?
He's
Yes.
he's with the Yankees. Okay, which pitcher has the most postseason strikeouts in MLB history? So their entire career.
It's Kurt Schilling.
No.
Damn.
Easy. Yeah, easy guess.
Um,
Steal the point. Over
It's
to
Nolan
you,
Ryan. Who pitched forever, years and
It
years?
wasn't Nolan Ryan.
Babe
Oh.
Ruth.
John Smoltz.
No.
oh, I would see. I was getting ready to say maybe Maddox
Shit.
because
How many years?
It makes a lot of
they
sense. though.
never
They
won
made
any
the
World
playoffs
Series,
every
but
year.
it was playoffs, not World Series. They were in a ton of playoff games
Oh,
Yeah.
he
because I was thinking Maddox.
So since the year 2000,
Yeah, I
what
would
hitter
suck.
holds
I'd be
the
out.
record for most time striking out in a single season?
that poor guy was going. You know, he's
Who?
John Smoltz. Oh,
well, yeah, he's a beast. But so since the year 2000, what hitter
Yes.
holds the record for the most times striking out in a single season?
holy moly, Joey Gallo.
No, he is active
No
still.
joke.
He's active still.
Okay, really? He's active?
Yeah,
It's got to be Chris Davis.
Mark Reynolds.
Really?
Again,
Mark-
way out
Mark
of my
Reynolds.
league.
Mark Reynolds is the first and the third player on the list. I believe Chris Davis is number 2. There is
Oh,
a Nolan
nice.
Ryan question, but it's super easy.
Let's
so
do
I wanted
more
to-
questions.
Are
let's
you
see.
just looking for a one?
Yeah, I am. actually.
Because now I can't see.
So those were the
I know,
categories.
I know you can't see it,
That
right?
was the questions
Yeah.
for
Watch me
round
move it.
1.
There you go.
that
Now
was
I
the
can see it.
strikeout.
Thanks. Yes, good.
So you guys can't play because now you know the answers to the category.
I'm-
It's all about the strikeouts.
I
Can we
Over to
have
round
more?
2 here. The extra base hit in the category is World Series. Let's see. Let's start here. Okay. Name the pitcher with the best ERA in World Series history, a minimum 25 innings.
That's got to be. Come on, Kurt Schilling. No. Why do I say him for everything?
guarantee
Because
you that Schilling is not every answer.
I'm. I'm. Oh, jeez.
She said Schilling like four for every
She
answer.
says it for everything.
Yeah.
Andrea,
Oh.
I'm thinking of a one. Are you picking that font?
No, not if you don't like it. I'm just
No,
checking.
it's,
trying
it's
to-
not that. It's not that.
too
well, I'm-
big.
in my mind, because see, I think logos first. In my
Okay.
mind, I'm thinking of a simple generic one, like was on the old type.
Let me move this.
You know, like the metal ones that they would hang on the boards before we had digital stadiums.
Okay, let me look at.
You know what I'm saying? Where it was
Serif.
a pretty basic block kind of one, but not real fat. Lou, are you old enough to remember when we
This
had
one.
big metal numbers we would hang
Like
on
that?
on a nail? That's closer.
Yes. I some of my friends like
That's
parents
right.
have
That one there.
These are all going to be like that, so let's check them all out because they all have
that's
this.
what I'm saying. They're all that.
The
They look,
serif.
yeah. Which is what it used to be. That simple. Which I think. I mean, isn't it still technically Boston? Don't they still technically use the guy inside putting up the
Yep.
numbers? They
Yep,
don't use
they
a
do.
digital
Yes, in
board
Boston. That's the
They
last
have the
stadium.
dude, they have the dude behind the
Maybe
wall.
Chicago does
behind the
it.
green wall.
No, Chicago has
Chicago's
a newer-
digital
a newer
now.
scoreboard now. Yeah,
Oh, what
Boston is the
punks.
only one that had the.
That's
manually
great to
have
know.
someone do it. It's very cool that they
I
do
like
that.
it, man.
So, okay, so again, back to this.
Just a regular one. Is that
regular-
too?
No,
No,
go back. See to me.
Wait, this might be
that-
okay.
I feel like that's too much.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's-
though. Let me
There was
just
one
show
like
you.
2 or 3 ago that I
yes, she flips the damn fast. That's
No, I'll go back over there and look at it. Totally. I moved this over and then I remember that I can't see it when I'm over there. So I wish that Photoshop would get with the program and just be. I could type my word and see it in all these types. I should be able to look at all of these at once. You know.
I kind of liked one of the ones I just saw. It was like easy and sleek.
thank you.
Like that.
Yeah, it might have been that one.
Like
Or
that.
There. That's similar to one that they hang. Go up one. Go up one.
there was
I
one I
have a
saw
lot
that kind of looked like it would be a number in a football game.
Right.
Like this.
Yeah, kind of.
Like
I think it
this.
was that one. It was one of those.
How's that one?
I don't know. I've hit like 4 bulls since we've gone on here. So
Okay, just keep looking. Tell me when to stop. What about
I,
that?
Andrea, my exact thing in the text was, "Can we talk for a second?"
I know.
And
That
was
one.
that was 2 hours ago.
that's yeah. I can roll with that.
Let me
I
try
do.
that.
I like that one.
Is it too small? Let me get it bigger. I need it to be like 250, maybe.
Shh, quiet.
And then I'll copy it.
I can hear my dog snort.
Mine's been snoring the entire time. It's all she does is snore. And snore.
Gus is on the couch snoring. Shirley already went in bed with mom. Gus is on the couch snoring. Something
This
wrong
should
with
be
that.
the right size and everything.
See, that's
So we can
looking
make
good.
this.
Andrea, Rocky was sick.
Oh
But-
no!
He shit out a rope today, and now he's better. He chewed up a rope ball and swallowed it.
We do have one listener.
What does that
His
mean?
name is Cha Cha.
Cha-Cha's
He
listening.
says I have a new. He says I have a. He said I have a new logo for these jabronis, and it's some dude with his head up his ass.
Cha-Cha's here. Tell him to
Wait,
get
is
on.
Cha-Cha in the chat room, or is he
Yes,
in?
he's in the chat room. I'm gonna post the.
Not
I
in,
think
not the
he's in bed.
YouTube, not the YouTube chat room. He's
No,
in-
I'm gonna post the hangout link for him to come and.
he won't. Already did. He said he can't get on
Yeah.
Hangouts because
Said
he's
something
in
about
bed.
being in bed. Yeah,
Yeah,
He's
he's
supposed to be in bed.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I really want to see that either. No offense, Cha Cha.
no.
What's he supposed to do?
Nothing. I closed the chat room. I figured nobody was paying attention to us.
I didn't think either, and then I tried to
No,
click
he-
it, and I accidentally can't close
Right.
out of this. And I had to come
so
back.
he can hear us because he's got YouTube on. I do see the
I don't-
contest.
Yeah,
Cha-Cha
I
cracks.
don't like it. I just don't like it. I got this far and I hate it. I hate this
Why
because I
don't we-
can't get these ones even.
why don't
dude.
instead of making that like the O in 101, why not just make that the logo and have the writing around it?
Okay, I'll try that.
Cha-Cha says we should be talking serious. About what, Cha-Cha?
What should
I mean, we already talked a little bit. I don't know. Has he been here the whole time?
Probably.
Unfortunately, we already described it. Until we convince people that social media and sending out their shows and
I know, I agree. Here's the deal. We're not going to be nice to everybody anymore. We cannot stand it. Too much stress. I'm not joking around. It's just too much
I know.
stress to
Hey,
babysit
Evie,
everybody. So we don't even want people that aren't going to try to be good, and we don't even want people that aren't good or are not trying to get good. Because I feel like you should want to post things that you're proud of. And if you can't put it on your resume and you can't, I just get shit that's so half-assed. I just can't. So I tell them, I can't take this anymore. So when he fires
Ron
people,
Ron was gonna write you an entire like essay about his like show right about. I was like, dude, just make it like 3 sentences.
please cut out all the unnecessary
No,
words. that don't
I
mean
know,
anything.
but no, it's just funny because it's like all these people do it half-assed. He was gonna write you a whole fucking essay because he wanted you to have like all the info. I was like, no, don't worry, just make it a
Dude.
couple sentences. And
I'm telling you, like Lenny says, dude, the ones that do it, like Mark and Mark Larson and Jonathan
they both
Dangerfield,
do it. They both do
they
it.
both submit a post.
Yeah.
I can't even get some people to do it, but
To
you
do
know,
what?
Cha-Cha does it. Cha-Cha's very good at
I
doing
know
it.
he does. Yeah, I know he does. I mean, we we both had to work with him a little bit, but once he got
No,
it,
I literally had to
he's been
force
money.
him. No, I had to force him to do it.
He's been money doing it though, so that's all that
I
matters.
tried to send Lou. Okay, here's the story. I said to Lou, okay, try to tell Cha Cha to submit posts, because it was his job to tell everybody. Anyway,
Lou's job, right?
It
Lou
was
told
his
me.
job. Absolutely his
And
job.
you know what the worst part is that they all responded saying they were going to do it,
and none of them do it.
Yeah.
So Cha Cha didn't want to do it, and so he tried to avoid it. He doesn't really like computers like that, trying to figure out new things and shit. I totally understand that, but I knew that he could do it.
If George figured it out, everyone could figure it out.
He kept telling Lou, I can't get there. I can't. I go, what? The link doesn't work? Or what happens when he clicks the link? So Lou is going back over there and asking him, what happens when you click the link? And so then Cha Cha says, what was he saying? Something, just brushing Lou off. Like, I said, I'm going over to Cha Cha, and then I want him to answer. I made him answer the question exactly. Show me what you get when you click on this link.
Yeah,
and
see,
then
I'm not annoying enough. Most of the stuff that Cha Cha sends me is random porn shit.
You're easy to get.
Random porn shit.
For real. He sends me, I have something here with some crazy bitch who lifts the dude over her head while she's fucking him or sucking him or something.
No.
I have one with a dude shoving his ear through two
Please
girls'
don't.
ears.
Seriously?
Yeah.
We're on air right now. We shouldn't be airing
that's
Cha Cha's
right.
dirty laundry.
Right. Sorry, Cha Cha.
Okay,
Well,
Dynasty.
I'm not saying he watches it.
Yeah.
It's just what he
Okay.
sends
Hey,
me.
time out, Andrew. Just so you know,
Yeah.
you can now hit stop broadcasting, but we'll still be on talking to each other.
I don't mind because Cha Cha's there, right?
Okay, and that's
Is
fine.
he?
I'm just trying to tell you
doesn't
so you'll know in the future.
Thank you very much. So it won't cut us off of our call.
That's correct. It'll
Oh,
just stop sending out that way because, again, I mean, some people will stay on. We'll talk for 2.5 hours on the round table, and I'll hang out. We're done. 3 people will pop out right away, and there'll be 2 that just sit there and wait, and then they'll chat, and I end up talking another hour. Me and Chris almost always do another hour after we're done. So
Yeah.
We get wound up a little bit.
Andrew and I will do a 2-hour show and then speak for 4 more hours afterwards.
Right. I'm bad
Just
at it.
probably could have recorded the whole fucking thing at that
And
point.
we didn't even give out one bit of information for helping fantasy owners.
Probably not. No.
No, I
That's
think we
okay.
do a good job. I really do think.
No, we actually do talk from a fantasy perspective. Lenny and I ended up talking a lot of fantasy today, considering we had literally no, I found out. So Andy, my sister's in town, so I was supposed to meet her for breakfast this morning early. That's why I wasn't going to make the show.
Yeah.
But she was out late last night with some of her friends that she came down with. So I got a message from her at like 3 a.m. being like, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it.
Oh, that was nice of her to call you
right?
that early.
So when I woke up, I was like, oh, I could do a show. So I called Lenny before he went on. I was like, I can do a show. So let me know the deal.
It's still too big.
Yeah,
the deal was that
I like that though.
Okay.
I like that. Is it weird if we have it on the top and the bottom?
it needs to be better text than that bullshit. It's too thin.
Would it be weird to have it at the top and the bottom of it? Or we put something else at the bottom?
Cha-Cha in the chat room says, Andrea's right. Stop babying these fuckers.
Yeah.
I totally
No,
agree.
true.
I've been listening to you, Cha-Cha.
I've
Believe me.
been saying, Andy, have I not been saying the word tough love? There was a point where me, out of all people, who's supposed to be the nice one, was like, listen, if these people won't make a post, they're not having their show posted.
Yeah, if Cha-Cha can do it and he does it, all it took was one time to show him how to do it, and he does it from now on. But people don't try. They don't even acknowledge you.
Cha-Cha is a computer whiz compared to George, for real.
George is a fucking... I'm not trying to even get him to do anything.
I give George all the credit in the world because he literally couldn't use his own computer. I had to keep trying to use his computer, and he still comes on and does shows and tries to submit the post. So, I give him all the credit in the world. But if he could figure it out, my point is that anyone can.
George?
Or whatever. Whatever.
Yeah,
I'd rather spend time playing
out,
with my green screen than posting. I'm sorry.
Yes, no. Listen, you should feel grateful, dude, and proud that you're the only one that I don't make do it. Because I don't want to tell you to do it, because I don't know why I don't tell you to do it. I question myself that every time I have to fucking post your show. I'm like, why don't I just tell them to
And
do
you know
it?
what? And that's back. I'll go all the way back to what we were talking about before when all this started, was back with Spreaker. See, with Spreaker, it's the other way around. I do have to type in a bunch of shit in Spreaker. When I hit broadcast, it says, you want to record or go live? When I hit live, it makes me fill out all that stuff before I can broadcast. So with Spreaker, it says, what's your show title? What's the description? Put in your tags. What's your logo? Then you hit bang and hit broadcast. So the nice thing about Spreaker is you have to post every time because it won't let you do it any other way. So, it does that before you actually start streaming, which I always thought Mixler doesn't make you do anything other than if you want, you can fill in the little title thing, which I always do. I know some people don't, because I know when I'm on the Mixler app at work, sometimes it'll always just say,
LMFF
Lenny Melnick Fantasy Sports.
Yeah.
Like today, I don't know who did it. Today it did say Lenny and Lou or something. So one of you must have typed that in.
I typed that in because the biggest thing is what you don't see is when we have to go and grab the MP3 from there. If they're all the same title, we don't know what the fuck is what.
Well, that's why I put the name of the show and the date. Yeah. I do the name of the show and the date.
So to go and grab for when Andrea goes and grabs the MP3 from there, she sees Lenny's Daily, she sees Lenny and Lou, she sees Big John, whenever she knows which one goes with what, rather than having to listen. And imagine going there and seeing 4 different things that are all about an hour long that all say LMFS.
Right, which I know some people do, because I do. I see that on the Mixler app where it says right now it says live LMNF. I'm like, I know that means somebody did not type in something in that screen.
Cha-Cha, I think I might have to delete that from the chat. He's right, but I might have to delete it because I don't want people to see that.
But you know what? He says that, but I disagree a little bit. I'm amazed at how many of them actually sound pretty good for what I know they're recording on. I don't know if he's talking the quality of the sound or the quality of the information.
It's the content.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Cha-Cha, I agree, but for the sake of people who might come on and see that, I had to delete it, but I don't disagree one bit. So just letting you know.
Right.
So,
and again, and it's back to my thing. I listen to almost all the shows. And yes, there's some I get more information from than others, and some are more entertaining. Because I put myself.
I'll be honest, though, Easy. There's a couple that I just can't do.
Okay.
There's just a couple that I just.
But I also know what me and Chris. Me and Chris did this for a while before I even, before you guys found out I was even doing it. So we were trying to get better. Our early shows were terrible too. And that's the problem. Most people don't have the time. But me and Chris also know for the first 3 or 4 months, we talked to ourselves. Even though I treated it like there was a million people listening, I did the intros, I did everything, because to me, that's how you get better, by doing that shit from the beginning.
That's how it should be, dude.
I'm amazed, and I've done that. I've also typed that in chat room a few times. I keep going, stop talking, wait 10, 20 seconds, and then hit the stop record button. I can't tell you how many shows I just, boom, they cut off like halfway.
They cut off, right?
Yeah. I mean, play, and I have said to a few people, let it play a little, just say good night. Yeah. And then go hit the stop button.
I know the other day when I was doing it, you actually made a call me. You're like, Lou, kudos for not cutting yourself off or whatever. And yeah, I finish, I count in my head 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I stop it.
Right. And I agree with, and see, Cha-Cha is saying that too. I agree. And I don't know, it's Mixler or whatever, but yes, one guy will sound very good, and then the other guy you can't hear at all. And then again, when I'm listening with headphones at work, that really sucks, because I'm like, one guy is blowing me out and the other guy can barely hear. I agree. It's hard when you're doing a phone call with Skype. What?
No, but we teach them to use the bars. Like today, you guys told me Lenny was a bit low.
Right, that's true. Right. See, I don't use Mixler that way, so I don't know. I have my mixing board to control that, and I know, where I know where I want my settings, and then in Hangouts on the round table, I then use the little Hangouts bars, because I can just hear my own ear. I'm hearing myself now when I talk. I have my board is set up to where I actually hear the show being broadcast in my ear, not what I'm saying. Does that make sense? So, I can tell that someone is low or high, and in Hangouts, and then I adjust them individually on Hangouts, not through Mixler or Spreaker.
Yeah, and that's the one thing with Mixler is that it'll sound fine on Skype, but what the broadcast is showing is a little different, and that's why, again, that's why people need to pay attention to the chat room, though, because usually if there is an issue, someone saying this person's low, this person's high, and you can fix it literally in 2 seconds. It's literally moving up the bar a tiny bit. Today I moved Lenny up, I moved me down a tiny bit, and
so I did a whole show. Unfortunately, it was with Chris maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. One of the few nights there was just like 1 or 2 people in the chat room. I don't even remember who. Nobody, and I did the whole show. And then the next morning, someone says, your audio was goofy. And I was like, what? And come to find out, I was dicking with that green screen and my camera, and I had clicked on the camera or the microphone on the camera and then switched off my microphone that's in my mouth. I did the whole show that way. I'm like, not one person in the chat room said, you sound like shit compared to normal. I'm like, come on. I do listen to that right away. What the,
and of course, if it's a solo show, that's never a problem,
right? Because you're already at one particular,
and I've never seemed to have had a sound issue with JJ before. I always have the bars at the same,
JJ by far is one of the most professional shows next to Lenny that we have. I mean, I love his show. I mean.
Yes, it's very professional.
I can't get this shit to work, dude.
That has nothing to do with the actual sound.
What if you do the Dynasty football across the top and the 101 at the bottom? Is that possible?
I did try that, and it didn't look good.
Okay.
Let me try it again.
So, I mean, he just sounds good. He's professional. And again, unfortunately.
Of course, but I'm not even talking from his content standpoint. I'm saying even from a sound quality standpoint.
Right.
Once you do it once or twice with somebody, you should never be adjusting the bars. Like I know exactly where I put the bars. And for instance, today I had to adjust it a little bit for Lenny, who wasn't as loud as, maybe JJ might come through. And when I start doing a show with Lucas, we'll have to do a sound test. I might have to move him up a bit, might have to move him down a bit, and you just start to know.
Right. My argument too, kind of what Cha-Cha's saying though, and maybe I don't know if you guys tell him this, because again, I know I was I don't want to make it sound like I was some damn expert, but I'd already been doing this a while, 6-8 months before, I did. I kind of knew what I wanted to sound like. But the new people, I mean, and I have read things and I've tried it. I mean, they even say it's not the cheapest, but they're not real expensive. But if you're going to use a phone or a earbuds and a microphone from an earbuds, the $30 Apple ones are about as good as you can use.
Yeah, they are.
They're great.
But are you guys telling? I mean, I think sometimes I think
like people
are some of these people, are they using some damn $9.95 thing they got at Walmart? That to me is not good enough in most cases.
I tell people all the time, these ones aren't even the Apple. I've been using them for a while though. They're Samsung, like $35.
Right, but that's my point. If you want to do a show,
that's another thing though. If you're gonna do it, sometimes people have fucked up sound, and Andrea and I used to have this issue. Her sound would come through my headphones and it hit my mic. So now I use the earbuds, so they fit in well, and they don't project the sound out.
Right. And I've heard that too. You want to use the ones with the rubber thing where it seals in the sound. It doesn't exhaust out and go back through the mic.
And see, what question I start having is, are people listening to their own shows? Because you would think if someone's listening to their own show, then they would hear that the audio is one way or the other, and then kind of maybe ask and say, I haven't had one person come to me and say, hey, how can I improve my my audio?
Right.
Not one person.
Because they don't fucking care. That's
so to me, they're probably not even listening to their own show. One of the first things, I don't listen to them as much as I used to now.
Me neither. I'm right. I originally used to listen to every one.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh God, dude.
Me too, Easy. I used to listen to every single one.
Believe me, so did I.
Maybe not from start to finish, but a significant portion of it, because I wanted to hear what I was fucking up, what I could do better, how the audio was, all that different stuff.
I mean, I made Chris buy a microphone. I mean, Chris was using earbuds, and I said, Chris, we've done this long enough now. And this was before we even came to Lenny. You know, we've been doing it 3 or 4 months. So I finally said, Chris, when I listen back, I can tell a big difference in me and you. I'm using a microphone now, not earbuds. If we're going to keep doing it, you need to buy something. And then he did. You know, he bought himself, and the next show we sounded a lot better.
At the same time, I never hear that much of a difference between you and I on the Sunday morning show, even though your equipment is obviously more more heavy duty than this thing. I don't hear much of a difference between.
No, I think you sound good, but it's still back to you have a $35 earbud and mic though, than not a $10.
The extra 15 to 20 bucks does make a difference.
Now the difference is though, what I broadcast out even through Mixler, you know, once you come into YouTube or the Hangouts, I do adjust volumes, meaning I have like 5 lights going here. I know when you talk and I talk, our lights better hit the same thing. So I do adjust your volume sometimes. Yeah. So I try to always make it so whoever I'm with, we're all hitting the same dots. So when you play them back, we're all at the same volume. So, but I'm able to do that because I have a mixing board. If I was using,
but you can even do that. You can do that in Mixler though. That's what's frustrating to me is that
okay. See, now I don't use Mixler that way, so I don't.
There's a bar. There's a bar for you. There's a bar for the other person. Right. There's a bar for the music or the playlists. Typically, I like to leave them at the same spot, usually 4.
Well, at least that's where you should start. I mean, you should start that way.
And I usually never move mine unless I'm going to cough or something. And I try and pull it down. But usually I leave them at the same spot, and then if someone says someone's a little quiet, I'll move them up 1, and I'll keep going if I need to. But I'm sure there's people that are doing shows that have one like all the way at the top and one like right in the middle. So right then and there, the levels are way off. The first thing to do before any show, I mean, when I do my serious recordings, the first thing they test once they know we're there is checking the levels. We each talk for about 10 seconds.
Right.
They adjust them, they match them, then we go back. They say, okay, you're good, record. You're rolling. The levels are the most important thing.
I agree. Now, see, like I said, we've done this long enough now. Me and Chris used to come on an hour early and talk and test in a half hour, and then we got to a half hour. And now I still am. That's just because we've talked. I'm a fanatic. So I still, on my show, both of them, the Round Table or, a Fantasy Fan with Chris, I'm here a half hour before. To me, it's like a job. I'm always at my job a half hour early. I come and sit down here a half hour early.
Well, you know what they say, right? You know what they say. If you're not there 20 minutes early, you're late.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You know what?
I can't tell you how many times I heard that growing up, but it works because I'm that person that's always there before I'm supposed to be.
Andrea, what about, do you think, I don't even know if it's too late now, but
what
if the books in the football hand were moved up a hair? I loved what you just had. That's across the top. But if the books and the football were moved up a little bit, and then just kind of small, like a locker, how lockers have that little, just have like one. I think the 101 you have over there, if that was just put inside the circle.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to do it in this text up here, right?
No, I want it like a locker. Like when you go into a locker room locker.
Like this?
Yeah, I think the 101 you have there, put it underneath in the circle.
Yes, exactly.
Or here.
See, I like
to make it bigger.
No, I like it underneath.
And I think or move them down and put it at the top.
No.
To move the football and the book.
No,
down.
I can move these things all around.
Okay, but I think what Lou's saying, if you move the books and the football down, and then put the 101 at the very top.
Put the 101 up there, so it kind of
in here.
Yes,
yeah.
And then
in the circle. Okay,
in the circle.
So I have to.
I like the font.
Me too. I think it's very funkadelic.
I do too, because it looks like a chalkboard kind of.
Yeah, it does.
I like it.
Or does it look like graffiti? Maybe
both. But
anyway, let me select these.
But like I said, it's back to the thing. So, but now me and Chris been doing so long now. See, I'm here half hour early. Now Chris pops in again, he like he said, I know what we're going to sound like. We've done it now for a year. We've done 59 shows or 49 shows now. So now Chris knows I'll be ready, and I'm sitting here, and I'm even like, I'll even text him like 3 times, and boom, he now just shows up and he goes, I'm ready, and I hit a button and we go. But our levels have been the same now for 5 months, I mean,
you just never change it, right?
Right. That's what I've told him. I said, now, if you do something on your end, you better come in early so I can test it, And then obviously that's also why I put the link for the roundtable in a half hour early, which originally confused a few people because they're like, oh, I thought we were on at 9:30. No, I only do that so you new people can come in and make sure your mics and shit work and that I can set your level. So then when we go on the air, I don't have to dick with it, So, and now people who've been on there enough, like Chuck just pops in right at 10, he knows I already have him set or know what he's going to be. So, that's part of the problem though, that I just take it serious. I want to sound as good as I can. I want to have the green screen. I want to look as good as I can because, and I've said that to other people, I know that what I'm bringing to the table isn't the most advanced fantasy stuff in the world. Yeah, there you go. Just take the damn football right off there.
Oh shit! I know I'm kind of half-assed myself, but I just learn as I go.
But like I said, I have more fun messing with the tech stuff, where I think other people don't want to do any of the tech stuff.
So we could put this here. Now I can move this freely around. Oops, shit! Look at me. Fuck! I need to get out of the eraser.
Yeah, click off the eraser, dude.
Okay, dude.
Yeah,
get out of here.
Your dude in AA is boy.
So where should I can put this anywhere I want now.
Yeah.
So let's make this bigger. Do you want to make this bigger a little?
I don't think the 101 needs to be relevant. Not relevant. I don't think you want it too big. Personally,
do we really want it? Maybe we should put it.
It doesn't need to be as big as the Dynasty Football. Not even close. Maybe.
What if we put it on the side of the book? It could be like the book title.
That would be cool. Like in the.
Let me see if I can.
I just wonder. I wonder if I mean, I guess if you
where is it?
See it or you can't notice it, then
No, I can't because it's transparent. You can see through it. Whatever is behind it.
What if we put it in the foot? No, I don't think
we can put it on
there.
I personally still like the football and the books up higher and the 101 just underneath them. That's just.
Okay, let's try that.
I could personally live with that.
Because my argument with a number like that is, it's not that it's irrelevant, but I don't want I wouldn't want the 101 to be the first thing you think of or see.
I want this to fit right in the middle of this thing. Because
by the time you're doing your 50th or 100th show, a lot of your 101 stuff is kind of out the window anyway. My dog is still snoring its ass.
What do you think? Is that I need to fit this right or something? I don't have a good.
Down a little maybe.
Should I curve it more? Does it need to be curved more?
For now, I think it's okay. That's too hot.
Yeah, back to where closer to the ball, there.
The closer the better.
Yeah.
And now
that's good. And
now just put the 101 in between the book and the ball at the bottom.
What if we moved the books up? There's all that space there.
I'll have to cut the books out. Yeah, I could. Why would we put the books up?
What if we move the books up and the 101 under the books?
Let me just see let me look at this real quick.
Put it in the middle.
I like the 101 down there.
Now you went too big.
Let me just check it out. Okay, well, I can move it back. It's all workable here. We can do this over and over as much as we want.
Are you drinking vodka?
No, I have a Kingpin, though. It's called Kingpin. It's a really great cartridge.
It's the weed vape pens. Easy.
I got you.
What do you think? Should I try this same font that I have over here, maybe?
No. I don't. I think I like the 101, the font you have. To me, that reminds me of a football locker room locker.
Yep.
How about if I make this part that too, then maybe?
What? No.
So that it matches.
I like that. I think that's a match.
I think that it looks cool the way. I think I
you're close. I think the 101 needs to be a hair smaller and moved up a little higher. And I think
like right under.
Yeah.
All right.
But a little smaller.
Tiny smaller.
Definitely.
That's better size right there.
Keep going up. There. Now move it towards the books a hair. All right,
Yeah.
now pull out.
I think that's where you want it.
I
I
like it.
feel like it's got. Okay, should we put it in a round circle then? Let's put it in a
Yeah.
round circle.
I think it'll look better once it has like a border.
A circle around the whole thing.
Yeah,
you go.
like a border or
I
something.
want it to fit right in the circle too, like that. Or should I have it up like this? Maybe. Let me put a Hold on. Hold on, bitches. I want to cut it. No, I can't cut it because I have to make these layers. What's so funny?
Cha-cha.
What's he doing? Fucker.
He's saying those guys better bring some followers here. You can shove that logo up their ass.
Oh shit! Maybe this is too big.
I need an enema after this. I guess what he's saying is Cha-Cha is not enjoying the conversation we're having.
I guess not.
Yes, he does. He's the one that talked to me about this too. He's the one that said. I mean, he's the one. He's like, these people shouldn't. If they can't, it's kind of like how I feel about the fucking hitters in baseball that can't hit to the opposite side of the park. Okay, please, you can't hit to the opposite side of the park, and you're a fucking professional baseball player. Okay.
Well, my favorite is the ones that can't bunt. Like
or slide.
I learned how to bunt when I was 5.
How about the ones that can't slide? Is that good? Okay.
Hey, Big John is here. Hey, Big.
I like Big John too. Big John.
Big Bad John. Yeah, he's finally got a damn Twitter. Now he needs to follow some people, so someone will start following him.
He's one of the good ones, and we have Phil Chap now too, who's really great. And every time we lose somebody, we gain somebody better. So that's how I feel.
Yeah,
whatever.
I was making fun of Big John today on air with Lenny, but in a good way. I've made a post about, if you want to get into podcasting and you need someone to help you get your feet wet, I'd host a show with you, blah, blah, blah.
Just don't let Walter see it, dude, because he will tell the people and warn them.
Yeah. So Big John started responding on it, and he's like, well, I already do one show. And I was like, well, you can do more. He's like, wait, I could do more. And I was like, dude, you can do as many as you want.
He's been on like 5 times in 2 days.
Yeah. I was like, you can do as many as you want, Big John, as long as you can commit to it. And since then, he's been on the air, like 3 times a day.
I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, he's become a quick regular on the round table.
I just move
the round table, which that's what was it you who did I say in the chat room? I said, to me, for people who want to try it without trying it, come on the round table.
Yeah. That is the best. That is the best way to get your feet wet.
You can hear yourself. You can tell what you sound like. You can throw your opinion out there, and hey,
that's a fucking hideous color.
Dan started that way.
Color? Oh yeah.
Dan's first show was on the round table.
Yep.
And then he goes, man, this is fun. I'm going to talk to Lenny. I'm going to talk to Lenny and see if I can do a show.
Hey, wait, what? I think that so was John's, right?
Yeah, John was on early. I don't know if it was his first show or not, but I know John was on right at the beginning of the round table. J.R. Slice the other day cracked me up. Now, is he doing a solo show at all?
I like him.
I like Slice too. He hasn't contacted me specifically about, at least me, about doing something solo yet, but I know he is interested in doing some sort of.
He cracked me up on the round table. That was a fun round table with him on there.
Was he on a second time, or was that the one?
No, he's only been on the one time.
Okay, yeah. So, I was there for about half an hour.
He was on that one. He was cracking
me up. And what I love is he's so opinionated, and no one's going to change his mind. And I love
right. He is opinionated, but not willing to change.
Yeah, and I like that.
That's not good.
I like it for the round table though.
Yes, me too.
It's better for debate.
He did tell me though the next day, he goes, I might have had too many beers. I did a little more research on that Babe Ruth guy. He goes, he actually was a pretty good ball player. I thought was kind of funny. He's like, I did a little research on that Babe Ruth guy.
Jonathan, you don't know how many times I've said I must have had too many martinis before I did that show. I've said that a lot of times. In fact, I have a famous one, right, Lou?
I smoked bowls on that show.
Yeah, because you have to.
Hey now.
Because you have to, dude, because you did not know what to make of me.
Just in any show, on all those shows. But yeah, the only show I do with Easy where I'm not the round table, I'm always pretty stoned. I don't get stoned for our Sunday mornings, more so because I don't really smoke that early anymore. I'm like kind of a grown up now. Or like
kind of a grown up.
I don't
like,
think you should.
Where yeah, like if I don't start smoking at like 9 a.m. You know, it's way too early. I used to be awake and bake, or I'd wake up in the middle of the night like 3 a.m. and smoke a bowl and go back to sleep. You know.
We're moving this bad boy over.
Do 2 bowls. Just
classic college life.
Classic college life. Andrea,
where did you go?
Don't. I mean, you're just you need to finish touch this here. I think you're.
I'm gonna save it just like this. Watch me.
Watch me.
I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna actually make it.
Yeah, I think the last 3 weeks, Big John's been on all 3. Douglas Boyles has been on all 3. He's become a new regular, and he's opinionated in the opposite way. He's always the opposite of what everyone else is saying too.
Yep. Which is also fantastic for a round table.
Yeah. So, I like that, Andrea.
I do too. I just have to.
You know that Jonathan Leese is in the chat room. You know it.
Yeah, I do.
And I think I don't think it needs a round thing around it either. I like it.
Hashtag, you know.
What?
Do you understand that, Andy? The hashtag, you know, how we all say, you know now, you know.
Do we all say that?
Like the
3
people,
of us anyway.
the people in the chat room and 2 of the people on this call.
Is it a game? Should I be saying it too?
Well,
it is a game now. It is a game now, but it's based off. It's based off a true story of a podcaster on Monday nights.
Fucking that one guy, the Lou's twin.
Wait,
never mind. I don't like to. Yeah.
The problem
what do you think of the logo? It's okay.
I like it. I didn't realize I had a twin, but that's cool.
You have like 8 different characters that you play at Lenny Melnick Fantasy Sports.
Like my characters, yeah.
You are the 8 listeners.
Well, the problem is there's no video of anyone unless they've been on the round table. No one else does video.
Well, we should though. Now we know how.
I would do it. I mean, I do Facebook Lives, which I haven't done it in a while, but I used to do Facebook Live fucking all the time. I was getting like 3 or 4.
What I don't know though, Andrea, the only thing we didn't talk about tonight, Andrea, is how do you make Hangouts work with Mixler now?
Here's the thing. I was just thinking we don't even need Mixler if we just wanted to look. Google Hangouts and YouTube, you could go on all day. You could be on all day, right?
That is correct. And technically,
it's free.
It's it's also a player in the chat room.
And I can embed it in the website.
Couldn't I be on YouTube? If I'm doing a show on Mixler, couldn't I technically do it on YouTube? But also, can't I be on YouTube like in the chat room? Because like if I'm in the chat room and someone's on, I talk to myself as I'm typing. Like, is that not like something we could just put on the air or on YouTube? Me in the chat room, like I would do that. I don't give a shit.
What do you mean?
More video?
You just want to put video? Yeah. Well, I'm just saying it's an option and it's totally free. It's just amazing that it's totally free and you could. I want to share it. Watch. I'm going to put it on easy.
My argument with Cha-Cha right now is he's calling us idiots for having no life. I think what's worse than us 3 is a guy sitting here listening to us.
Watch this. Cha-Cha's learning web design.
I know.
I mean, I don't really have a life. My life, unfortunately, and not really unfortunately, because I chose to do it, is what we're doing right now. But also, my fiance is at work. She's working a double. She'll get home. We'll end up hanging out for a while.
Mm-hmm. But he gets bored waiting.
It's after 1 o'clock.
Yeah, but it's only 10 for me.
My gosh, I'm gonna have to work on the draft guide and stay up all night. I have to be on Justin Finsterman's show at 6:30 in the morning.
I don't know who that is.
Who is Fensty on? He was our producer, but now has a show. He's still a producer.
Who's guest van?
Maybe it was John because he asked if he could join the hangout, and I put it in there, but he's not authorized to join.
Oh, he's not authorized to join? How do we get him in?
I have no idea. I don't think I was authorized to join.
You don't have to be.
It didn't ask me either.
Yeah.
Look at here. We're going to embed it right here, and we can watch it.
I just dig how good I look. Lou.
Look at us. Can you see us?
Lou might have a Legends shirt, but I have the Legends backdrop.
So this is
I don't have
this
the
is what I
backdrop.
hate about YouTube. Every time I share a video on YouTube, it comes up with these more videos at the end of the YouTube, whatever it is. It shows pretty much things that I've watched. It's like all my shit. So whatever I watch, you could just about everything.
I don't know what you click. I don't know. I've
There's
used
Mac
YouTube.
Miller.
I've done YouTube now for 8 months. I've never once had that pop up on my screen.
When you wait a minute, it's after you're done watching the video when it's over. When you push stop on it, it happens to everybody. That's their. See? Maybe not.
Oh, yeah. I think that happens.
Well, okay, but that's once you're off the air, though, right?
Why did it show that though?
Like if I pull up that like a
Is it-
live version of a song,
You've got so many
and
windows open. Are we
gives me
still
all this shit.
broadcasting? I
Yes,
guess
but
we
why
are. I see it.
can't-
Okay, yeah.
Why did that happen and now I can't? Because
I don't know. You click a million things.
I'm sorry I go too fast for you, dude. We'd never get anything done if we went at your pace.
That's because I just do it right to begin with.
Really? Shit.
Yeah.
That's why you're pointing your website at ours.
Hey, amen.
That was a good one, huh?
Yeah, it was, but
Okay,
Burn.
But I
still
think
wanna
it's
see-
I think it's the best. I still think it's best for both of us, though. I'm
I
helping you.
definitely do.
I'm gonna send my 60 listeners right on over.
We already have 60 listeners.
I know, but you need 60 more. You can't have more without getting more. That's what I always tell Chris. Chris, when we first started, I said we went a long time with no listeners. I'm like, I remember when we first got 10, and we were so
Dude,
excited. And I
I
told Chris,
remember my first show. I remember my first show I ever did had like
Look
5
at-
listeners, and I knew at least 4 of them.
Let me put a chat room in here.
My dad,
Right.
my
Now, see,
dad, my
I'm
girlfriend at the time, me, and probably my co-host.
Oh,
Yeah. But that's what I always tell people. People say, "Well, how many listeners do you have?" And whatever the number's always been, it didn't matter, because I don't know. Everyone thinks you should have 1,000 listeners or 1,000,000 listeners.
I'm doing
So
the
when I
same
tell somebody-
show with
when I
5
tell
people in
somebody-
chat or 40 people in chat, I'm doing
Yeah.
the same show.
When I tell people that, again, all the way back when we had 10 people, you only have 10 listeners, and I'd say, yeah, because you can't have 50 until you get 10. And then when you get 50, they say, oh, you only have 50. I said, yeah, because you can't have 100 until you have 50. You have to build them one
Yeah.
at a time.
It doesn't. Yeah, you don't just unless you're on television or something, or already like a semi celebrity or whatever you want to call it. You're not just going to have listeners because you're
Right.
on. People don't just listen because you're out there.
Now, the good thing
wait a
is
minute.
my family and friends don't even know I do this. So all my listeners are legit, found me somehow. Now, Chris brought some from the websites he writes from. And
My
stuff
like
that.
I love
for-
Chris.
Easy. Same for me, man. I know none of the people that listen to me are like people in like my personal life
Right.
because they don't need to listen to me. They hear me talk all the fucking time. Like they're
Well,
fucking sick of
unfortunately,
it.
my family just doesn't care like fantasy like I
Yeah.
do. I mean,
The only person I know that listens to shit is my dad because he says that that's where he gets all his sports info
from
now.
you,
Yeah.
you're a sports guy.
So
I would
other
listen to
than him,
JJ.
though, he
If I
doesn't-
wanted general information, I'm going to JJ first, then Lou.
yeah, that JJ has a lot more
What?
general.
I'm
Good
amazed
info.
all the stuff he comes up with.
He has a lot more general
Yeah.
info for sure. He does.
And the fact that he must study. Unfortunately, I have a job. I would do it too if I.
He reads
I-
a lot of articles. I know
Yeah,
because
I
I know
mean-
for our hockey show, I take care of segment 1 and 3, and for segment 2, we usually have like a news story or two, and he sends me like a bunch of cool, different, interesting articles, and we just kind of pick one or two.
Yeah. I mean,
So, I know
it's pretty
he-
interesting. Like I
yeah,
said, he'll do hockey, he'll
reads a
do
lot.
college basketball, he
Yeah.
does college football, he does pros.
I couldn't do college sports even if I tried. I couldn't do it. No way. Never in a million years.
And like I said, I talked to him the other day. Me and him started like within a week. He's been doing it exactly a year now. We've been doing it a year. We and Chris started like 1 week before he did.
Yeah.
And he also started on Spreaker. He uses Spreaker also, Andrea.
Oh, he does?
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Now I haven't talked to him. I don't obviously because he's doing Mixler too. So I don't know if he's using more than one machine. See, I use a different computer to stream each thing. I have a Mixler machine, I have a Spreaker machine, and a YouTube. So I stream.
Yeah, see,
on
that's so
Freedom.
complicated. I just have my computer and then a separate monitor, so I can have a bunch of shit open at once.
You're only streaming to Mixler, so that's my point. You're only streaming to one.
I used to just use Blog Talk, which is even the most simple
Blog
thing
Talk Radio.
Yeah, it was the simplest thing ever. I fucking hated it though.
Right.
The worst part about Blog Talk was you call in like 10 minutes before, and every minute you have this fucking woman saying 9 minutes until showtime. 8 minutes until the showtime. It's like, bitch, I know. I just walk.
Now again, I know Andrew was asking. The other thing I don't know if Mixler doesn't on Spreaker, you also can preset a time for your show to start, and you actually can program music, or you can record something and then you can say start this 2 minutes before my show. You can actually do those kind of things. So you can say, hey, I'm going to be on at 10, so at 9:55 start playing this music, and that kind of stuff. So some of that stuff. Now I don't do a lot of that because I go live. Because I'm going live and that's because I have to hit the Mixler button, I have to hit the Spreaker button, I have to hit the YouTube button. But like I said, though, the key to these people is realizing that even though it's, again, I don't even know how to word it. It's not for fun, but at the same time, you want them to be professional. You want them to sound good. You want them to have legit information. And unfortunately, a few people, it's knowing entertainment is also part of it. That's why I like Lenny. Lenny, even if he's doing a show on a week where or a day where it's not necessarily the most interesting information to me, he's just literally entertaining to listen to. And that brings a lot of value to a show.
Oh, that's not what I want. Media library. Okay, just don't let me lose my concentration right now, please. What do I need?
Hey, there I am
even know what I'm here for.
I look good there.
I'm here for your logo.
Mine? Fantasy Are you working on my stuff too?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
Oh, so you
finished page?
All right, I'm gonna have a page and lose.
You already had a page.
I know. I know you did that without. I didn't even ask for that. I mean, Lou's make it sound like I begged.
What? When did he do that, Lewis? Are you making him sound?
He's on a phone call. He's trying to tell his girlfriend he's doing the laundry or something.
Okay, we want that one. Okay, now we're gonna
go. Find a baseball one that time.
Check it out. Let's see.
Oh yeah, you got
just a fantasy fan sportscast. Got that. Okay, now we got the video there, and then we have Mixler will be under the chat room. That's the chat, and then we have this headline. We will do.
Now, now let me ask a question. Mm-hmm. If I'm going to have the live YouTube always streaming on my page, do I need the Mixler?
No, you don't.
Unless they want to listen to somebody else's show.
What if we don't get there in time to change the video? We should, if we could set the videos ahead of time, that would be excellent. Because then I can embed it beforehand. But it still needs.
Okay, I got you. Let's leave it this way, and then I'll see if I can get better at doing it ahead of time.
But this Mixler player, I put it on to not play until they click on it, because it used to come on automatic, and then you'd have.
Then that's fine. Okay, I didn't know that. That'll be perfect.
That's better.
Okay, yeah, that gives them a choice. Thank you.
And then they can. I put it below and want them. I'd rather have them watch the video. And here we will put this widget to show which ones fantasy fan, and then we'll add another widget.
Oh, I love widgets.
Actually, yeah, this is a widget.
A widget.
Come on, bitch.
And then, like I said, and at that point, all I really need is, like I said, me and Chris's.
Easy around the table. You got 3 different shows with lots of things. There's easy. There's that one. So
and I don't even care how many. I personally, if you only show,
these are all easy around the table.
I know, but if you only show can you narrow down to just show the last 3 or the last 4?
I can have it show as many as we want.
Well, that's especially.
How many do you want?
Well, whatever. I think I personally, because I'm still a believer in especially what me and Chris do. We've already talked about it. It's hard to, you don't really need to go back a month and a half later and listen to something old. So I would say if we kept 4 up there of each one, that's a month. I would think I wouldn't want any, I don't think you need more than 4 of each of the shows.
Okay.
I mean, they still can hit the more button, you know.
So I have to go here. This is why I have a billion windows open. I got to change that in a different window, of course. But I will change it. How many do you want? 4 in there?
I think 4. 3 or 4 should work. Whatever will piss off Cha-Cha.
How many will piss you off, Cha-Cha?
There's a logo. He was designing the logo while you did. I am Cha-Cha. Hear
That
me
is
roar.
saved. Now we have your episodes there. So we're going to do an about section now. We need another headline. Bring that guy here. Bam. Okay. Stay here.
And I can email you. I don't know if you want to use the same one. I have a description thing that shows up in iTunes. That's pretty good. I can send that to you.
About easy or what? About
What's
what?
about me and Chris and our show, more or less. I mean, it's, you know, it talks about a fantasy fan. But if that's what we're wanting, right?
That's what we want.
You know what, though? It doesn't mention the round table, though. So I probably just need to have, see, Chris
They're
can
all
write.
here.
All
Easy
right.
round the table. Wait, we can do the round table too. Let's put the round table. We could get the round table in here. I just could make 2 columns here. But it looks like all of your podcasts are put together.
Well, you have around the table, what I see now on your
that
screen
around the
are
table
all
or
around the tables.
Right. Well, I wanted to do a fantasy fan ones, and I don't know if maybe I just put the wrong. Yeah, I put round in there. I want to do fantasy fan. See, that even has your easy round the tables too.
Which would be fine with me too. I mean,
Let's see what.
I'm not too
Yeah,
picky.
that's fine. I have a lot of categories for you, dude. That's the problem. I'm going to put all your categories together.
Uh-oh.
Is that better? Don't you think? I should just put all your
Can't just
shit
categories just be easy?
Well, you guys just keep adding shows, so I mean, I just keep adding categories.
Yeah. Well, you do need to add the Dynasty Football 101 category.
No.
All right, let me go do
She's
that.
just adding, she was adding my categories. Jesus.
I already did. What? Let's put your category together.
I'm
Yeah,
fine.
easy. Let's put it together,
That's going
bro.
to take me a little time to do that.
Right. Who doesn't want to tune into Easy Kill?
I want to. I tune into your shows even when it's incredibly inconvenient and I have to like sneak it on my phone because the fiance got home like 10 minutes ago and it's like, okay, time for us to like hang out. And it's like, okay, yeah, I'm here. I'm not doing anything. What's
Okay,
this?
where is
What's
she
that?
now?
Just to see what Easy's going to say wrong next.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. See, I get that a lot. And I don't know. I mean, I hear other podcasters and I listen to all kinds of podcasts where people always are talking about their negative, their trolls. And I'm like, I must be doing something wrong. I've not gotten a troll yet. I've not gotten anybody that's emailed me one negative thing or asked me, or said, man,
it'll happen.
I don't get trolls about my shows. Either.
I'm waiting for it though, Andrea. I want to be trolled.
I kind of do too a little bit, but I
don't get trolls about shows though. Easy. I only get trolls from actual from posts about like a take on something or thought or whatever.
I don't know. I say I want to get trolled, but I really don't.
See, but even like YouTube, and YouTube, I've had a few people make a comment, but it's always been positive stuff. And, I've never had anyone say, you know what, I listen to the show and you two don't know shit.
Well, you're a likable kind of guy.
Yeah.
There's something to that. Right, Lou?
There definitely is.
I think it's the nice background.
Yeah. No, and you know what? You see, even when I get a troll, it's never like you don't know what you're talking about, or it's always just like there's one guy that just
but the difference is
no matter what I say, he brings the Yankees into it. It's like, dude, I didn't bring up the Yankees. This has nothing to do with the Yankees. Get some new material. I
know. I guess the part of me that thinks the difference in me and you is I know I'm not bringing the same quality of information you bring. So I always
That's not true.
Well, I know I bring it in a different way and I bring a different thing. That's why I have to have Chris. But I'm just saying I've yet to have that first, other than Cha-Cha. I guess I could say Cha-Cha. He'll troll me, but I know Cha-Cha's bullshit.
He doesn't count.
I know. Yeah. He doesn't count.
He doesn't count.
But
and he can troll me as much as he wants, and I wouldn't care. So
I need a headline.
Actually, I would be mad if he didn't.
Yeah.
When Cha-Cha's in the chat room and not saying something You know, he scares me when he says something. I have to read it like, I think that's a serious question. You know, it's like I have to read it twice because am I missing it? You know, why is Cha Cha saying that?
And I've already put a headline here about. I thought I did an about headline. I could be wrong.
And I don't want to be negative about one particular person, but is Brooks really get that upset when we don't talk baseball at 9 o'clock in the morning?
I don't know if I've never seen him complain about it.
Sometimes it happens.
Lenny even said it. He leaves.
There's a couple people.
Oh shit! Look at me. What I'm doing? I'm changing this fucking. I'm changing this. Can I be? No. This.
Don't ruin our
This
site.
is the live page. I don't want to be on the live page. What am I changing?
Now, when Lenny was talking about practice, was that even this morning? And people were going to leave or whatever. And Lenny's like, all right, I'll quit talking about practice.
Okay, here it is.
People.
Now,
don't people like to just be entertained? Do they have to actually have their ass kissed and have baseball handed to them perfectly? Man, my site's looking good. I bet Lou wishes he had a site like mine.
I do.
I just wonder if this is the right. Seriously, I don't know if this is which one of these I'm actually doing and which one is the old one. They both look the same. So that's a good thing.
I'm getting personal attention, Lou.
How did I get this share in here? That's what's scary.
Now, Andrew, did you say you guys already own the green screen?
We have 2. I accidentally ordered 2. We were going to do videos like a year or 2 ago. And
Right.
and then we pulled them out of the boxes. So we have them and we have all the stands and the lights. And sometimes I use those lights to sell stuff on eBay to take pictures of shit. But other than that, we don't even use it. And Lenny wants to use it. I just can't stand being on video.
Why? I mean,
I don't like to get ready.
okay. I guess maybe for a woman that could be a tad different. Trust me, I don't. The only thing now,
analyzing me.
okay, believe it or not, the only thing I have to pay attention to now is the green screen because certain color shirts look stupid with the background. So I actually now have to try to wear a darker color, or I have to wear something that doesn't match the green screen. Because obviously, if I put a green shirt on right now, you would just see the baseball field in my head floating around. Which
How is this? Is this good? This is your This is your shit.
Lenny, Lou, I have looked at you know those, I don't know what they're called, but the suits that like in college basketball and football, they wear those suits that cover their whole heads and their hands and everything.
Yeah.
You can buy those in green just so you can be on the green screen, but people not see you.
That's funny.
So that then you can put mask on. You can do, I mean, actually I watched a few videos. You can do weird shit with it then
I don't have it.
because no one sees you. What are you doing now, Andrea?
I
Don't be
gotta-
messing up my quality page.
I just have to. Seriously, I'm working on this. I don't even know.
And how is the
This is it. This is going to save. Let's see.
I was
what
curious,
this
have
looks
you
like.
had negative reaction to even talking about Patreon?
I don't like
I
talking
haven't.
about it ever. Lou likes to ask them. Yeah, ask them. I don't even like to deal with it.
I haven't. I don't know. I just put up links when Lenny's talking about it,
So
but
Lenny-
I haven't had anyone. I haven't had anyone say anything negative
I
towards.
can tell you that Lenny says bad things, but this is one thing that happened was that he's been putting up that in response to people that ask him questions all the time and never come to chat room. He wouldn't
Yes.
do that to somebody that just came to chat. But so
100%.
he does that, and then the guy actually like retweeted it. Okay, and then this was in Baseball 365, and then the guy said that he wanted to see Lenny's credentials, and Lenny. I mean, people were
It was
all kinds of
amazing.
people were like. Yeah, they were like sticking up for Lenny, saying you don't even know who you're talking to and shit like that, which is good because that makes me happy. Made Lenny happy too, but I just think it's like so pushy. Like I just think what I want, if somebody threw that shit up in my face, would I do it? I probably wouldn't go donate $1, and I probably wouldn't bother coming back to ask him for any more questions either, though. So
Okay, I guess I had mixed emotions when Lenny said that today.
he didn't tell
Because
the whole story.
I know, and that's why, but I guess part of me, my first thought would be, I get him not answering questions that way. So I'm fine with that. But I guess my argument would be get him to the chat room first.
That's
You know
what I said.
For free, come to the chat room and participate, and I may answer your question there.
I promise you that Lenny does
Register.
that. I promise you that Lenny says that to people.
Okay, see then.
That's what we said today
Okay.
on the. That's what we said today on the show.
Tell them, hey, if you want to ask a question, come to our free chat.
Come to the fucking chat room, okay? Half of our podcasters don't even show up. So what the fuck? Yeah. I mean, that's like where, I mean, and he does tell people just come to chat, and he will give information. He's well known for giving information and for being nice to people.
Right.
But we're getting sick and tired of that shit. When people don't come, like people that we say just stop by every once in a while and say hi, like just having
register.
People,
be a registered member.
Jesus Christ, really? You want to do a podcast here? You don't have a fucking account here. Okay. How about if you like sign up first and then talk to me? That's how I'm going to be from now on. And when Lenny's doing the freaking job hiring, he likes to recruit everybody. It's like so fun for him recruiting people. He gets them to call on the phone. They talk to him. I
can't tell you how many people I've had call Lenny in the last like 4 months. I talk to people. They're interested to be like, okay, well, now you have to call Lenny. This is his number.
The word is out, though, dude. Walter likes to tell everybody, warning. I've had people come to me telling me that they've been warned about working for this website.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever. I don't give a shit about that.
Well,
okay.
All you got to realize is as long as if you come and you say, this is what I'm going to do, if you do it, you're not going to have a problem. You're going to have a problem when you come, I'm going to do this, I'll do that, I'd love to do that. Then you don't do any of it.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
That's not going to happen everywhere, though. Like,
it's going to happen. So I don't even care because we haven't done anything to feel bad about. And I don't think that I will do that because we've worked super hard and long to keep our reputation good. And so I feel good about that totally. And so whatever some little millennial punk wants to say about us, that's not going to fly too far. So it's all good. You know what I mean? Like Walter waits for Lenny to post and then he must go and tell people like when they say, yeah, I'm interested. And then Walter spying, hiding around the corner, dude, just being like, okay, I'm going to pound through and be like, just telling you, just want to warn you. Yeah. Actually, no, I think that, I don't think that he does that. I'm just joking. Really. I don't think that he does that. I'm just making up shit. I forgot we're on the air too, because that was just shit talk. Can I cut that out? Is there any editing on YouTube Live?
Well, you can take your post. You can say, you know what, this show probably should come down.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly didn't think this was actually going to be posted. I figured it was more of like a phone call.
I wonder.
That's being broadcast live, but not actually going up.
I'm not going to post it. No,
I showed her.
We have the video. We have the chat room. We have all this stuff. So
I agree, Cha-Cha, that recruiting, as you put it, nut jobs from Facebook not going to work. But some people, a number of people, don't have a demo because it's their first time. And we're not going to turn away necessarily a first timer. It's just that we're not just going to bring them on because they want to do it. They have to, show that they are
right. But how hard? I guess. I used Audacity to begin with and recorded a few. I won't use the word demos, but I just recorded a few things that I thought just to hear myself and to hear me and Chris. I mean, at a minimum, couldn't you tell somebody, hey, before you do the first one, at least download this, press record, talk into your earbuds for a little bit, and then send it to us. I don't think that's asking too much. At a minimum, record it on the equipment you plan on doing the show so we have an idea what you're going to sound like. But I get it. It's also, and I know what, Cha-Cha, I see both sides of this. Cha-Cha's coming at it maybe of a way of, he's already been involved, been around long enough to know there are better people out there and blah, blah, but you're not just going to find them right away. But at the same time, I'm also a believer in, hey, you know what? Give a guy a chance, give him a few weeks. And if it doesn't work out, at a minimum, you say, hey, you know what? I'm glad you're here and you're trying, but there's a few things we got to have you do, and if you're not willing to do that, then maybe you'll just have to continue chatting in the chat room and not have audio. But,
this is okay.
I get it. It's hard to build something because I think Lenny likes the idea of taking someone who's never done it at all.
Yes, he does.
I literally have, and I've had this discussion with him many times. I have no problem whatsoever of having somebody that has never done it before want to do it because we all of us started in that way. every single one of us. So I'm not going to forget that and just think I'm all high and mighty because I've been doing this for 5 years. Big fucking deal. If someone wants to try, I'm more than happy to let them, but they have to have a certain, that's why Lenny does like to talk to them though. They have to have a certain level of interest, a certain passion, because if they don't, they're just going to use up mine Andrea's time trying to get them started and leave after a week.
Right. Well, and
So
again,
we have to be more selective. There has to be more of a selective process. And I do think if someone has experience, they should send in a show.
Well,
if they don't have experience, we have to have a separate
This is what I want right here.
Separate type of way to kind of weed people out. But from a standpoint like JJ, for instance, JJ had done some shows. If he would be coming to try and come on now, probably be like, hey, send me your latest episode.
Okay.
Right.
You know?
Well, again, it's like me. I mean, and I've already said, I mean, I did, I originally was asked to do, a 10-minute thing on, sausage dick, whatever, because I
sausage dick.
I disagreed with them in the chat room. So they asked me on, and that 10 minutes ended up being 35 minutes. And then like 2 weeks later, one of them couldn't be there and he asked me to come on and guest host and we talked more about it. So I did those 2 shows. And then in the chat room, that's when Lenny, again, I didn't know anything other than, a day later I got in the chat room. Lenny typed in easy kill. I just, direct message you. And I didn't know what the hell that meant then, I'm like, what's that mean? Then I realized, oh wait, I got a little thing down here. It says someone, and it was Lenny saying, call me, and he gave me his phone number. I'm like, what the hell's, I'm in trouble. I'm in the chat room. I've only been in chat room for about a year. At that point, I'm in trouble, and then all Lenny did was say, hey, you know what? I heard you on their show. You actually sounded pretty good and interesting. Would you be interested in doing a show? And I told him at that point that I didn't think about it. I've never thought about it, but it's something I would consider. Well, I took that then and said, well, I'll learn to do it. I wanted to learn to do it before I went on the air with Lenny and let him down. I mean, to me, it was a pride thing.
And then Lenny found you doing it on your own.
Right, because someone in the chat room said it. Someone in the chat room went, easy, did I see that you have a show on the podcast? And I'm like, and I kind of just type, yeah, I've been testing something out. And Lenny goes, easy kill. We need to have that on the network. I mean, so but I put in 6 months before I let someone hear a show, because I know things like this aren't something, very few people aren't just naturals. I'm sorry. I mean, even the best guy had to try and practice and get better at it,
Yep. That's very true.
Which I think, Lou, what you were saying, he's busy now, but I have no problem. Even if
I can hear you still.
Even if Lenny says, hey, you know what? Maybe you would be the right guy. Why don't you do Easy's roundtable, a time or two? I mean, I have no problem as long as I know ahead of time, hey, you're going to have a couple of people come on that's never done anything before, because I'll get information out of them, at least get them, see what they sound like and what they bring to the table. I mean, like I said, Dan sounded great, the first time he came on the round table.
Now I can see you, Cha-Cha, in the chat room. You see, I can see everything now. Yep, I'm on your new page. Easy, I'm going to share it. Watch. See how it shares? Watch. Twitter.
Cha-Cha.
Right here. I'm going to share it with A. That's you. And then I'll share it with Legend. And this one. And then I'll share it with Cha-Cha too. Because I always remember his. Tweet. Now look on Twitter. And I'll show you what it looks like on Facebook.
Oh, so I have to now log into my Twitter account?
I can show you on my screen.
Whatever.
I don't want to get off there.
I can confirm that it has been shared because I get the notification and now I am going to share it.
Let's see what it looks like. It's always a good thing to think. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to find a fantasy fan. That's easy.
I see it.
So what?
Share it.
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
I just retweeted and shared it.
Wait, is that it? That's not what I want to share. That's not the right picture.
Which picture?
Let me see.
Easy Kill and Alan.
Okay. This is not what I want.
Oh, you keep going. I'm listening to. I'm reading about
This is not
Tommy
what I
G.
want.
I'm reading Tommy G stuff.
Here it is. Now let me make sure I'm sharing the right picture. And then I gotta go to.
Here we come. See, let me see. I think I can do something.
It's this one. That's the one we want. Or that one on Facebook. And this one on Twitter. Oh. Which one should I wanted to get a face of you, but I don't think I will. I'll probably put it.
You just got the double retweet. You got the Legend Sports Network and the Lou Landers retweet seal of approval.
Okay, that's good.
I feel good about that.
Fantasy. Where are you, fantasy fan? I need a 220.
Hey guys, I forgot to eat dinner, and you saw how the weed I've been smoking. I'm starving now. So.
Okay, later, dude. We're gonna go to.
But
what do you have? Burritos?
Remember to check your email for that MP3.
Okay, when are they wanting to play the show?
I'm going to play it tomorrow at noon. I have them in the schedule. They're set.
It's pre-recorded.
This one is because they haven't decided on a time yet. I want to kind of boot the Farrell brothers to another time because I want them to have Friday at 9 p.m. But
why
not doing it?
Why do they have to have that time?
That's where they've been doing it. So I just know that time works for them.
Okay, this guy, is he freaking out because I didn't get his shit? Here's his intro.
No.
What is this? His intro. Okay.
That is an article.
Is this about his?
That's an article that they
want. Can I put this in the draft guide?
No, because it's football.
Oh shit.
that's an article that if we want to post, we can post.
Oh, you're so funny, dude, because this is fucking football, dude.
Yeah. And there should be an email with the actual MP3 if you want to put it into the that's the MP3. So I have it ready to go in.
I'm just gonna watch this. I could just post it with this right here. Copy it, and then they created a post. You said, check it.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me go there. Put this in it. You can import. You know that, Lou? Do you know that you can take the audio right from here?
Copy and paste it, right?
Yeah, I'll show you. This is very good. Then you don't have to do that. But we can hook Mixler up to go to send the audio to Dropbox. But I haven't set up a Dropbox account. So if you want, we can.
That's why I had him do it with Google Drive because I knew we'd be able to get it.
Okay, so how is it going from Mixler to Google Drive?
No, he has recording software Skype wise. So he recorded it on Skype.
And he put it up on Dropbox. Isn't this Dropbox? Oh, that's Google Drive. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Is she off work already?
Yeah, she's home.
Yeah, she got home like 10 minutes ago.
She bring pizza?
No, she didn't.
Burritos.
Bring pizza.
Are there any burritos? No burritos. Okay. So
while you're doing that, Andrew, do I have a new page up there yet that I can repost my?
Yes, you do.
Okay. So
wait, I finished it. Okay, so here's what we do. Because I must have closed it out. I'm just retarded. Is this it? I hope it is. Yes. Okay, so this is it. And I will go down here and share tweet. Hey, check it out. How's it looking? Okay, that's what I put in there because your face just looked too crazy.
What? Oh, I don't want to look crazy, Andrew.
Now you got a logo there instead, and then it'll take you right to the page. Now look what it looks like in Facebook. It looks cool because I got this really great background. I hope it does, or I'm going to have to go and...
Okay, but so yeah, you got the MP3. I'll be playing it tomorrow. You don't have to worry about playing it, just about the on-demand part.
So what should I do then? What am I supposed to do? You're gonna play this at noon tomorrow.
Yeah, and then I guess anytime after that, we put it up on demand.
So they're
going to come to the chat room so they can interact with people while it's on. But once it's over, then we can put it up on demand. And then we got.
So do you want me to play it in my Mixler?
You can if you want. It's up to you.
Why? So you already
figured,
have the MP3 and it's ready to play in Mixler.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't need to do that. I just have to post it.
All you have to do is pretty much what you would do if they went on live at noon, and then you would take the MP3. You just already have it.
But in this case, I can actually post it before they come on.
But
I won't.
Technically, you could. Yeah.
Let's see if I add some insert from a URL right here.
Well, I must be still.
That's not going to work. Maybe. There it is. It's 0 though. Wait a minute.
I know it plays because I listened to it. It's an hour and 19 minutes.
Yes, right. So we want to share it. That's not what we want.
Don't you want? I just figured you'd want to compress it first.
I was just going to insert it. If I insert it with the URL, then I don't have to have it load on the website. Yeah. Here, is this?
No, to download it, you go to, you see where, yeah, there you go.
But I just wanted to put it up through the link. Isn't that the link?
That was the MP3. I pressed download and it downloaded, and then I just had it on my desktop.
It's just that this should be an MP3 file, and it's not. So I would save it. I don't know. Huh. Open with direct link creator.
It's weird that you had to do that.
Embed. Hey, embed item right there. Sweet, dude. Check it out. That's huge. Okay. Let's see if it works.
It would be pretty. It would pretty some time saving if it did.
I know, and some. I mean, just the stress on the site is what I'm getting worried about, because there it is. Okay,
well,
so let's see. Let's preview it. Do you remember when WordPress decided to change everything up, and I was so sick?
I had such a headache from it.
I was so fucking sick.
No, I don't see it.
Okay, I don't see it. All right, so let's just. What? Why isn't it showing? There was a problem playing this audio file. Why? There's a problem. I'm trying to play it in my mail or what? I don't know.
It's weird because I was able to I downloaded it and I have it playing. Do you want me to send you? Do you want me to email you the link to the MP3 again?
Wait, let me see this. Copy the link location. And then copy the link location. That's what I want, and then I want to put it in here.
Okay, well, just in case, I'm gonna send you the MP3 of it that I downloaded that I played on my computer for a few minutes to make sure that the sound was good.
Okay.
Now, just in case, because you can download it from my email instead.
Now, Lou, my question is, because I don't use Mixler this way. With Mixler, can you have an audio file on your phone or your laptop and just hit play and it stream?
Laptop, yes. So let's say if I have an audio file, I drag it into Mixler. I pull the other bars down. I put the playlist bar up and press play, and it plays as it plays that file. And if you press, assuming you're on air, it pretty much just plays as like a show.
It's not playing for me, nothing.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm sending it to you again. Maybe because I downloaded it, maybe it was only able to be downloaded once or something, or I don't know.
There's a music player for Google Drive.
But whatever I have here plays for me. So,
okay, where should I?
It'll be in your email.
I could just download it.
It's 2/3 of the way through.
It's probably here. No, it's not. It's not redirecting properly. This bitch is pissing me off. Fucking, I got all these bitch ass windows
open.
Well, none of this shit works, man. None of it. It's just Lou, did you send me something?
It
Here's
is
Dynasty 101.
loaded and it is sent.
Okay, what?
I am sharing with you. Yes. Turn link sharing on. Yes.
Guys, I'm going to bed.
All right.
Okay, dude, easy. Thanks for hanging out, dude.
Yeah, thanks for giving me a minute of your time.
Are you kidding me? I got your page up too. I accomplished that.
I know. I appreciate that.
I have to stay up all night because I got to go on a show at 6:30.
And I did just
Yeah,
post.
you might as well. at
I'm
this
going to
point.
work on the guide.
What's on at 6:30?
They're
Fensty Sports.
serious show.
It's our
Oh.
producer show on Sirius. He's such a nice guy. I don't want to call him kid because he's not a kid. He's a man, but he
But you-
looks like a little kid to
So
me.
you'll be on Sirius at what time?
6:30.
Tomorrow morning. So because I'm thinking
Today.
Sunday. All right, okay.
I'll be on
today.
there in like 4 hours.
All right.
Yeah.
Just you?
I don't think so. I think Lenny's coming on too.
I think Lenny's doing it too. I saw a post.
Oh.
I
I know
think it's you and Lenny.
Mrs.
So, yeah,
Mrs.
so Andy, you should have that email now, and hopefully you should be able to download it.
I see
from
it.
the one that I sent.
Hmm.
I just clicked the download button where you did and took it to my desktop.
I hate having to fucking download everything into my computer. The other day, I deleted
Well,
like
once
50
it's in the post, you can delete it.
okay. How come it's not downloading now?
I saw it go to a
It's
page.
saying wait for God. What
All
is
right.
all this?
Say goodnight. Andrea, I might see you in the morning.
Oh, I think you will.
Well, Mrs.
You mean at
Easy,
6:30?
Peace
yeah,
out.
Mi-
Easy.
Mrs. Easy gets up at, I think she gets up at 5:45 in the
Okay.
morning.
I'll
And
see
if I
you
happen
then.
to wake up, I'll put you on in my ear.
Is Rocky feeling better? You said Rocky was sick.
Yes, he shit out a rope and now he's fine.
Shit out
Oh my
a rope?
God! I can't
Yes,
believe.
he chewed up
can't
a
believe-
rope ball. It's a ball made of rope, and he swallowed it.
Wait, so he swallowed the rope ball, Easy?
Yeah, yes, and then here it got real cold. He then shit it out on my deck, and it froze. This piece of shit rope was frozen on my deck because
Oh my God!
the
Frozen
dogs-
poop rope.
Yeah, he's
Now
a big
that's a
dummy.
joke.
He
Yeah,
eats
that
stuff
is-
he shouldn't
That
eat.
is a first right there, man.
A frozen poop rope.
Yeah,
A
I told my
rope
daughter, I
frozen
said, "Go out there and pick that up. I don't want it on my deck." She goes out and she comes back. She goes, "It's frozen to the deck." I'm like, I had to go get a shovel and
Poor
shovel off
Rocky,
the-
dude.
Uh,
He
you
cleaned
I
out.
need
He
to
got
get- I
it.
need-
He got cleaned out too, though.
We passed baseball tonight. He loves to pass ball. My grandson, we passed ball tonight. I passed ball with him for about an hour.
He's the best dog.
He caught 9 in a row. We were keeping and then I threw a bad pass and he missed it. It bounced off the wall. I was pissed at myself. Rocky was going for like a record of catching the ball in his mouth like 10 times in a row.
And you messed it up, dude,
Yeah, it was my fault.
because you're not the
So-
clutch guy. You're not the
No,
clutch.
no. After you throw the tennis ball 50 times down a hallway, you eventually go, "Oh my God," you get tired.
Yes,
And he'll bring it back. He sits it down. And he takes his face and pushes it at you.
but just remember this: the dog outlasted you.
Yes, that's true. You got me.
So let me know when
All
the
right.
tides change.
Andy, have a good evening.
You too, dude.
Bye.
Okay. Thanks for helping me. I learned. Lewis, are you here still? Okay, I'm stopping the broadcast.